Oh, you guys hear that? That's the sound of a bad cheers, but for a good cause.
Our 100th Moist Monday together.
Oh my God. Happy Moist Monday, everybody. Happy 100th episode of the Moist Monday podcast. This is so stupid. We're drinking whiskey sours. Let's do a cheers again.
Yep.
Get into the Uxe Sax and
Even worse, cheers. Play it.
play it.
And for our 100th episode, we're going to cut right into a segment.
Yeah,
And
segments.
Let's hear from our buddy Zoltar. All right, Zoltar, for our 100th episode, what do you have to say?
Hear your fortune from Zoltar. Hard work pays off over time, but laziness, it pays off right now. Heed my advice, young one. Relax and enjoy yourself today. You deserve it.
We've heard that one before, Zoltar.
Yeah,
You
and
cheap, cheap piece of shit.
It's the dumbest one there is.
Well, I mean, today we are enjoying ourselves.
And we're enjoying hard work,
Yeah.
kind of paying.
Hard work pays off because we are growing.
We're here. We're still here.
We're a triple digit,
Yeah.
which is absolutely insane.
The episode number's growing.
Yeah, the episode number is growing, and we're growing in age, which is wild. But I came up with a little 100 episode kind of quiz game show.
Okay.
So it's gonna be just me versus you.
Okay, and you know the answers.
So it's just basically me asking you questions. Okay. But also, if the audience wants to play at home, you can.
Yeah.
If you're a massive fan of Moist Monday, you might know these, and Jacob might not.
True.
So I got
'Cause, yeah, they probably listened to it, and I didn't.
So I got 10 questions.
Okay.
And it's an episode quiz. So I'm going to tell you the episode name, and you're gonna have to tell me what the episode was about.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna start off easy though.
Okay.
We're gonna ease into it. First one on the list, episode 77, Synchronicity. What was that episode about?
That was about. Was that right after we got back from Tenacious D, or was that when we talked about doing shrooms?
No, that was the Tenacious D experience.
Okay, because
Yes.
I knew it was about shrooms because we had just told our shroom stories and then we got shrooms,
Yeah.
and that's what synchronicity
So it
came
was
from.
yeah, it was the synchronicity of us on shrooms at Tenacious
Yes.
D.
Okay.
Yeah. But we also talked about shrooms the week before.
Yes, and
It was-
that's what made it
Yeah,
feel like synchronicity.
that's what made it like, what
Okay.
the fuck? All right, so that one, a little bit easy. I thought you would have got that easily, but you
Yes.
were. This one, hopefully you get. Episode 70, The Engagement.
I assume that's when I got engaged. I didn't even know we named it that. So
Yeah,
that's-
it is about your engagement and also grilled cheese.
Yes.
Okay, now we're going to get into some tough ones.
Okay.
Episode 4, Being Losers Together. What is this one about? This is tough because we have stupid names for our episode.
Is that about us building a blanket fort?
God damn, it is.
You serious?
Dude.
Fuck yeah.
dude. It's our first time getting drunk in blanket fort stories.
Sure.
Dude,
Okay.
Holy fuck. Okay.
All right.
Episode 17, Personal Purple Rain.
That was no. I'm thinking
This one's a tough one.
Personal Purple Rain.
What's also tough is we talk about so much shit.
Yeah.
So like my bios are what I wrote bios for in the episode.
Right.
So sometimes I just skip things.
All right, so that means the best thing one of us did is, as I'm assuming what it's referring to. No?
I don't think you're going to get this one.
All right, just tell. I don't know.
Personal Purple Rain, we talk about ghost stories. Okay. And that's the episode where we decide to start Fast and Furious Meet.
So where did the name come from?
I don't know. That's why I was like, good luck.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to think of what sparked one of us to say those words.
I think we, I don't know, because, man, I don't know. I'd have to re-listen. That's episode 17. That was a long
That's
time
when
ago.
we came up with Fast and
Yeah, that's when we were like, let's do. And then the following, it was that Monday, and then that Thursday was the first Fast and Furious.
No
So, That was when we were working ahead, so we were like, okay, we talked about it. Now we got to fucking
Yeah,
start.
we have to. Yeah. Then we took like a year, or not a year off, but a long time off.
a long time
in
off
the
in
middle.
between Fast and Furious. And then episode 25, a very tropical, moist Monday.
Oh, that was when I got back from Universal Studios.
Yep, Jake is back from Florida. Let's
Yep.
talk about it. And we made those really nice drinks.
Yeah.
Damn, you're doing better than I thought. This one, good luck. Episode 37, Mime a Snake. Which one of my favorite titles ever.
Oh my god! All right, Mime a Snake, 37. Can you give me a hint?
There's 3 things that I have in the description that we talk about that are all over the board.
Okay.
This is also one where we came up with a bit that I think it was this one that we came up with the bit if one of us died.
Real fuck. I don't know.
So what we would do on the podcast if one of us died,
Yes.
fear of space and the ocean,
Sure.
and then snakes and horses.
Is that when we talked about fighting them? I thought that was later.
I don't know. I'm like, I love the title, but where did it come
I
from?
also assume in any of these episodes we discussed 9/11.
we did.
There's probably a good chance.
It's probably at least mentioned.
Yeah.
Episode 7. You should probably get this one. It's funny to be slippery.
Oh, so that is about when I lost my virginity.
Yep.
And my parents found a receipt for lube, and I lied about it. And then they believed me that we bought lube because we thought it'd be funny to be slippery.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
And from what I thought, like after telling them that story, is that they knew I was lying and that I knew that and that we just accepted it.
just accepted
but
it.
then years later, they brought it
No.
back up and they truly thought we just were playing with lube.
That's because they were like, oh, they're weird
Yeah.
kids. Funny to be slippery. Yeah, so that one's about sex, porn,
Okay.
and our first kiss stories.
Okay.
So I think it led into
The Mountain Dew Zone. I'm sure that was another. I'm sure that was another
At the
episode
Valley West
title.
Mall.
The Jordan Creek.
Jordan Creek Mall, yeah. Episode 55, To Teach Their Own.
Fuck, I remember that one too.
This one was a pretty straightforward episode.
55. Can you give me a hint?
It's about both of our past histories with stuff. I don't know what else to say.
know then.
So
What
it's
is
about
it?
our job histories.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so that one was a fun episode where it was just about that.
Yeah.
Obviously, there were tangents in between.
Yes.
Dude, every time
I think I'm over 50% though.
every time I like read the titles, I'm like, God, this is why no one listens. Because like, what the fuck does this mean?
But also, we were like, this is about our job history. Who the fuck would click on that either?
Yeah, our jobs. Episode 74. This is the second to last one. When better time do now.
Fuck. 74. That was not that long. When better time do now. So that's one that you said.
I think I was feeling slippery at that moment in time.
I have no fucking clue.
Yeah. So this was alcohol we avoid.
Okay.
Alternative childhood punishments. And it's when you got your jaw harp.
Oh.
So big moment.
Yeah.
Big moment.
Something I haven't touched in a few months.
Yeah, you touched it for that episode and then threw it away.
It's somewhere. It turns out I bought a shitty one.
And let's see, the last one. This is a recent episode, so do you know it? Episode 96, Playing with Wires. Came out 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that would about my new job. Right?
Ooh.
No? Wait,
I think we probably mentioned it.
Fuck, I figured that's what Playing with Wires was from, but I also think you were the one who said Playing with Wires.
I don't even know where this comes from, to
All
be
right,
honest.
what's the title?
Movies,
Okay.
Oktoberfest,
Sure.
ex-girlfriend stories, and strip Mario Kart.
Okay, so we...
I don't even know where it comes from.
No. Because I would also like to figure out who do you think said the name?
So Playing with Wires are for all of them?
All of them.
Well, Synchronicity. So
I said that.
Go back to the top. Yeah, Synchronicity. The next one was The Engagement.
Sure.
That one was just, I named it that
Yeah.
because of that. Being Losers Together. I think that might have been you again.
Maybe. That could have been either of us, though.
Yeah. Personal Purple Rain. Dude, I don't know. Because I've never said that in my life.
I'm guessing that's me, but I don't actively think about Purple Rain at all.
Very Tropical Moist Money. That's just what we
Just the
called
name,
it.
Yep.
I'm a Snake.
I bet that was you.
I don't even know what the fuck that refers to. I don't
know.
There's probably like listeners
We
that are
talked
like,
about snakes and horses.
there's probably listeners that are like, come on, guys, this
Yeah.
is it.
Remember, we drink.
Don't you listen to your own podcast?
I don't.
I quit. I listen to it when I edit, okay? Funny to be slippery. That was you.
Yep.
To teach their own. That was me. That's my saying.
Is it?
Yeah, I say that all the time.
Really? Oh, that's a thing you say?
Because people always say to each their own.
Yeah.
But I always say to teach their own.
Shit. Okay. I thought that was like you fucked up and that's why you wrote it down and I thought it was funny.
No,
like,
I say that.
Like my mistake.
I legit say that.
I like that.
But the next one I did say on accident. When better time do now.
I'm positive that was you.
I now remember. You were like a year ago. What? Did you say that again? And then playing with wires, dude, I have... That was a recent episode.
Yeah,
I have
who
no
fucking
idea.
knows?
So like when I'm editing the episode, I'll do little bookmarks as I'm going because I'm like, oh, that's a funny phrase or a funny sentence, and then I'll have a list, and then I'll send Jacob
Usually
the list.
10 to 12 things.
Yeah, and then he picks like
My like 3 or 4 favorites.
and then I just pick one of of those. So
which is wild because there's some where it's really hard to choose.
and some of them, it's like some. There are some episodes though where I'm like, we didn't say anything funny in this one.
Right, yeah.
What are we gonna call it? But other ones, I'm like, fuck, dude, these would be all be. And then I'm like, man, I wish I could save these titles and use them for another
Right, yeah.
episode because these are all great titles. It'd be so funny to go back and be like, this episode was gonna be called.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I have all the other saved ones and because I don't delete them.
Oh yeah, because you save it and then click your favorites.
Yeah. Because I think the last 2 episodes we picked the name while recording.
Yeah, we did.
Tansuit Obama. And what was the one before that?
Fuck. God.
Yeah.
It's our podcast, dude.
It's ridiculous.
We have other things going on, okay?
Like even like New Peak, that was because that's our new production company with me and Robert. I'm sure we'll tag it in the comments too.
It's been tagged, I think.
Yeah. But that was also a Moist Monday just title name.
Yeah, that we stole. Well, dude, it's not stealing when we came up with it. We're just we're recycling. We're good. It's good for the environment, you know.
Can you even think of what our episode name was 2 ago?
So it was Tansuit Obama.
Yes.
And then the one before that. God,
Fuck, it's easy. It's something I said, and you were like, "That's the title."
Oh, feeling queasy and pooping easy,
There we
dude.
go.
Yeah, dude. Because I make the thumbnail, so I have to type it. I have to type out this
You
bullshit.
have to type that out.
And then I also put it in a spreadsheet. I have to type that, and then I post on social media. So I have to type it again, and then I edit it. I should fucking know what they are. But also, we talk about so much. So what's funny is like some of these, like I clicked on them and I was like, oh, there's too much to even.
Right.
I was like, there's no way you're gonna get this from the title because we talk about 80 million things. Like, so I didn't pick those, and I picked like easier ones.
Yeah. So how many did I get?
I lost. I wasn't keeping track.
Well, let's go through.
I think you got over 50%. Let us know in the comments or send us an email if you got them all, and be honest, because I'll know if you're lying.
Oh yeah. So put a little space between my answer too,
What do you mean? Oh,
so they can think.
okay, yeah. So
'Cause some of them I knew.
the first one, synchronicity,
Boom.
got that. Engagement, got that.
Boom.
Being losers together,
Boom.
boom. You got that.
3 out of 3.
You got that really.
No,
quick.
I remember that. Because we've also said that since.
Personal purple rain.
No.
You did not get that one. Tropical moist Monday. You got that one.
That was an easy one for me.
I'm a snake.
Nope.
Nah.
Snakes and horses.
Funny to be slippery.
Yep.
You
That's
got that
5.
one. That's 5. To
Fuck yeah.
teach their own.
Nah.
Didn't
I
get
wish
that
I would
one.
have.
When better time do now. Nope.
I don't remember now what that was about.
And playing with wires. Nope. So 5 out of 10.
I'm fine with that for a podcast we drink about.
Yeah, and I put in easy ones because I was like, this is going to be harder than it. I was also like thinking, what if I give you the description and you tell me the title? And I was like, that'd
That'd be impossible.
what's something stupid?
Because I think the best I could do if you were like, list as many titles as possible.
Oh my God. We did that once when we first started the podcast.
Yeah.
We were like, can you name all the episodes we have out? We were like at 15.
Yeah.
I remember we were at Peachtree. We just got done rock climbing. And we're like, can you name them? And I was like, no.
That would be a funny thing for us just to sit next to each other and just have a piece of paper and try to write as many as
Holy
possible
fuck.
and see who could do more.
Especially with 100.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be so, and some of them are so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
That can be something we just do for each other then,
What's
but
the-
not looking it up.
what's the name of the Alien episode that AI wrote the title for it? It's like the X's.
Oh shit.
That
Fuck.
episode's so long. You know what I mean? Like, I had to look up how to spell those
Oh,
words.
but it was like cool wording.
It was very cool.
Fuck.
But
God
it's like
damn
the
it.
biggest words I've ever heard in my life because AI came up with it. And that was the name of the episode. But that would have been, I think you would have known that one immediately because you would have been like, oh, that was
No
our
way we
AI.
came up with that, yeah.
We didn't come up with that.
I'm just looking through these. Are so fucking stupid. The unforgettable and unforgivable.
Yeah, the unforgettable and the unforgettable. Yeah, it's hard to say.
And that was right between God's Ottoman and Canada's Hero.
God's Ottoman, that's about flat Earth. I know that.
Yep. Canada's
And
Hero
yeah,
is
easy.
about Taylor's bachelor party.
Yeah. And speaking of that, let's go into that. You just got back from a wedding. Taylor's wedding.
Make a segment head for Taylor's wedding.
I don't even know what to do for this.
I know, but he'll be happy about it. Or he'll just skip 15 seconds ahead.
Well, I'll make it 20 seconds, Taylor.
Do you know that man has listened to every fucking episode?
Jesus Christ, get a life. Get a wife, I meant. Oh, he did.
He did.
He had it to go.
And goddamn, was that one of the best weddings I've ever been to?
I saw photos of it.
I do not think I've ever cried that much.
Really?
Yes, I cried at least 10 different occasions.
Holy shit.
Every speech.
Like,
And
no matter who's giving it?
Yes.
Oh my God.
No, his wife's grandma, who I've never met, I was sobbing.
Oh my God.
It was ridiculous.
That's like I'm worried that's going to be me at your wedding.
It's weird. And it made me so nervous for my wedding where I was like, all right, so that kind of energy, but pointed at me.
Yeah.
I cannot handle that.
So did Taylor cry?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's like so much love.
Pointed directly at you.
You're the center of attention.
Because I was talking to Izzy about it, because there's just moments where I was just watching them and I was just so happy. It was, the way I described it is when like one of your best friends gets married and it's to a person you love.
Yeah.
Like she is the best person.
It's not just like you're best friends with him and you barely know her.
Right, yeah. And it's odd because he's one of the best people I know. He was on this podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like you also feel that way.
Yeah, dude.
It's odd.
Oh, he's a 10 out of 10, dude.
Yeah. And then his now wife, also one of the best people I've ever...
Emmy award winning.
Yeah, like one of the most impressive people I've ever fucking met.
I've never met her, but
And
I've heard...
met Chuck Norris.
Whoa, that says a lot.
Yeah.
I've never met her, but I've heard a lot about her.
Yeah, and you've edited her voice.
Yeah, she's got a great voice.
They were both on last week's, 2
Potty
weeks?
bag.
Yeah, 2 weeks, or last week's episode.
3 weeks,
Name.
4 weeks.
Whatever. Potty bag. That was their voices. The more professional ones that weren't me or Izzy.
Yeah, the good sounding voices. And also there's a full episode with Taylor, which is a great episode.
Right, yes. Popping pennies.
Which, yeah, it's the stupidest title, and he talks about the smartest shit.
Yeah, it was a lot. We'll have to give him back where we're not interviewing him. Just let him go.
Yeah, but also I was like, what do I say to you?
Yeah.
This is nervous.
No, but the way I described it, watching them get married and watching people love one of my best friends from my childhood, because
Yeah.
I've known him since the 9th grade.
Damn.
Yeah, I've lived with him and everything. Yeah, I've traveled states to see him. But it was like it was like an investment of happiness, and you see just like shit, like it was worth every bit of it. Like
Whoa.
every bit of energy you've put into another person, you just see that enjoyed by everybody, and knowing that everyone else has done that too. That we
Damn.
all just kind of like agreed, like, yeah, this is one of our people.
Jacob's not cynical anymore. His heart is now grown
Among
3
this, no, it was exhausting how much I cried, because then I had to drive home from Colorado the next day. It's a 9.5 hour drive.
Did you cry on the drive back?
No, my eyes were so fucking sore though. And because I really like how they planned their wedding, because it was a little bit different.
Yeah, because tan suits, first off.
Well, yeah, tan suit Obama. Yeah.
Well, did you say that?
Yeah, I said it so much.
And people were like, what?
They were like, it's fine.
Yeah, they didn't get it.
No, because Taylor's now listening to that episode today while we're
Yeah,
recording
no, that's
this.
so funny, because that episode came out after he got married, and he's like, God damn it.
More tan suit Obama.
Now it lives in forever.
Yeah, but so from their wedding, it was like the ceremony, and then usually it goes like straight into like dinner and speeches and stuff.
Yeah.
What they did is we all went over to we got drinks on the outside patio space. Super nice place. It was ridiculously nice.
And it was in Colorado.
Yeah, it was a fancy ass dinner or fancy ass place. It was nice. But we went over there and then immediately onto the dance floor. I'm like, I'm still getting over the emotions, and like probably like 5 songs with the bride and groom.
Damn, so just straight into dancing.
Yeah, they came out to ABBA. It was fucking incredible.
That's kind of the way to do it, to get the energy, or to get the energy up.
So it ramped up, and then we went over for dinner, which was ridiculous.
Fucking amazing.
Like 9 different things from 3 different vendors.
And And I'm sure
good.
I'm sure they had like a vegan options and
there was
vegetarian options.
Like most had a tofu thing.
That's
or
so
like, yeah. So like Izzy was able to eat everything. I was able to eat everything. Some of the best food I've had.
Damn.
And then into speeches, which I cried at every single one.
Did you give a speech?
No.
You're like, I can't get it. I can't
No,
do this.
I would not be able to.
That's now you know how I feel. I'm one of the first ones that has to.
But it was food, speeches, and then right back to dancing. I was like, I am still crying.
I'm crying and now full.
Yeah.
I can't dance.
No, but it was an incredible night. It was all very like 70s-esque. Like a lot of disco was playing.
Oh, that's so...
Everyone was
just fun
great
to
on the dance floor. Yeah.
Everyone's looking hot.
Yeah, you can post some pictures that we have of it. Yeah.
Pictures. Yeah, here you go. That I stole from Taylor's Instagram. Screenshot it. You're welcome, Taylor. Beautiful. Dude, when I saw the photos, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Also, just some of the most attractive people you've ever seen. It's exhausting.
It was just like, holy fuck, dude. This looks wild.
That was one thing is, so all of her bridal party, fucking gorgeous. Like, terrifyingly gorgeous.
And you're just like, I don't know how to talk to you.
And then there's the groomsmen. And there was like parts where we were meant to mingle or they were like, yeah, mix it up for photos. Absolutely not. Because Taylor's group, it's all a bunch of goofy fucking nerds.
Yeah.
Like,
it's all the people that were hanging out in Canada.
right, yeah, that I talked about. Yeah, we were all fucking nerds and terrified of them. That's one thing is I don't remember as well how to just like openly like talk to women sometimes because I'm so used to just Izzy now.
Yeah, and you can't just do that to
Yeah. Yeah, because I'll get arrested. I'll push them in a bush.
Yeah, you can't. I just don't know how to talk to people in general, so I'd be like, cool.
Yeah, they're all the boys are very sports people, but I had one person who wasn't, so we just
the entire
latched onto each other.
You're like, you're the only person I know.
Yeah.
Everyone else is talking sports.
I will say, the night before the wedding, we all went over to his place, and Taylor and I started this game. It's called NFL Street. It's for the PS2. You've played it, right?
NFL Street's fantastic, dude. The first one, the OG.
Yeah, 2004, 2008, one of those two.
Yeah, probably 2004.
Yeah, because I had that pretty early on.
That game is fantastic.
But him and I made a sports team together. It was called the Des Moines Devils.
Oh, you created a team in it?
Yeah, I was wide receiver. He was quarterback. He was running back. And our other roommate, Henry, was the other receiver. And then Chad Gold was our...
Chad Gold.
It's the name we've always used. He was our quarterback.
Chad Gold.
Taylor and I started this game 8 years ago in our dorm room.
Yeah, that's badass.
And we got all the way up to, I believe, the second to last game together.
Holy shit.
And like we played it all the time. And it's hard, yeah. And then every time I saw him, whether it was at his apartment in Ames where he went to school or when he moved to Louisville. And now when we went to Denver, we have played that same game.
He still has the PS2 hooked up?
He beat the second to last one on his own, I believe. But since at least when I went to Louisville, and I'm pretty sure in the dorm we tried to, we have not beaten the last level.
Yeah, it's probably hard as fuck. Because it's like the Super Bowl, right?
It's against
like
the NFL legends.
Oh my God.
And he still has the same PS2. He has, I didn't even know he had this. He has my memory card for the PS2 too.
Fuck.
So it's mine and his still in this PS2 Slim. The color is now gone from it. And it sometimes just goes black.
Yep.
Or sometimes certain buttons don't work on the controller. We still have not beaten this game.
You played it?
8 years. Yeah, the night before his wedding.
Fucking badass.
Yeah. All of us played like a round. God, nobody won. It's
NFL
fucking
Street
ridiculous.
Is so fun. I've never done the career mode, but I've done head to head in that game.
Yeah.
And it is just the tough part with those games is I don't know. The controls are kind of confusing because like you can do tricks.
Yeah.
And that's when it gets
the first one isn't as much as that. The second is more.
Yeah, because then they get really...
Because I don't like the second and the third. I like the original only.
Like the OG.
Yep.
I'm just more of an NFL Blitz because it's just straightforward.
Sure. NFL Blitz is much simpler.
And there's more rubber banding.
Well, the issue also is when you're playing the hardest people and also you're playing a computer person, they see the fucking plays you choose.
Yeah, they know exactly what you're playing.
Yeah, like they know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think about that until today or until we were playing then. I was like, this is fucking frustrating.
It's cheating. Yeah. It's like, oh, they play this play. Let's pick this defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like back then, I don't know if it was that. I don't know. But it is the best team, so they probably.
I'm sure they can at least tell. Yeah, so that was a big thing that we tried to do since.
God, that's fucking badass.
8 years we've been working on that.
That makes me happy because I play the PS2 a lot.
Yeah, I fucking miss mine now.
Oh, it's awesome.
I used to have an old the giant one.
The fat one.
Yeah, it was
I still have my original Slim hooked up. I mostly just play it in the game room. like multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like Nightfire, Red Faction. Those are great multiplayer games.
Original Red Faction was great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so fun. But like, you did a lot in October in Colorado.
Yeah.
Because
So
you were there for like you were there for 3 days, 2 days.
Like 2.5 basically. So
Yeah.
we got in on Thursday night. I'm trying to think of what we did that night. I think we just kind of we walked to like a store, got a bottle of wine, and just hung out in the hotel
like
room.
a hotel? You said a
Yeah,
hotel.
we were at a fancy hotel. Yeah, it was called the Magnolia.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is there font a tree? Or not font, their like logo a tree?
I don't know.
I just
But
picture like a big nice tree.
It was in a super nice area too. They did not have a swimming pool though, which I guess kind of makes it fancier, which is annoying.
Did you bring your trunks?
Yeah, I brought my trunks.
Oh, he wanted to
I
swim.
was ready. Yeah,
He's like, now that I don't wear a toupee,
no, exactly. I need to swim more. It's disappointing. But
I
yeah,
gotta
I
make it for lost time.
got there, and I think we got a bottle of wine and just took a long shower. Because also the shower was nice because it was fucking giant. And like, I'm not paying for water.
Dude.
So just steam it and then hang out behind when you're not on the water with a glass of wine and a couple of buzz balls.
Oh, dude, that sounds.
Yeah.
One time I went up to Minneapolis with my ex, and it was like she was about to go to art school up there.
Yes.
So we went up for a weekend so she could go to like the
Orientation.
for the school. So we stayed at a really nice artsy
Ooh,
hotel in
yeah.
Minneapolis. And the bathroom was so sick. It had heated floors.
Ooh.
And the shower was a waterfall.
Nice.
So it came like from the ceiling. So like with 2 people, it's actually enjoyable.
Yeah.
And
It's
like
not fighting.
And like since we were like 19 at this point, we just got in the shower fully clothed.
Oh.
And then we just laid our clothes down on the floor to get because it would heat, you know.
Okay.
It was wild.
You're
but
also dating, so I feel like it'd still be better to be naked.
no, but then we got naked in the shower. I don't know. It was
Sure,
but it
wet
was also
clothes just seems.
yeah, it was a little, but it was also like I was like, this is. I spent way too much than I should have. You know,
Same,
$250 a night probably, or 300, something like that.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is amazing. This is life. And then like you look out the window and you see the whole town.
Yeah, we were top floor, but the window looked at another window, so we're like, nope, just gonna close.
Just gonna
that.
close
Yep.
that. But still, you're like, this is luxury, dude.
No, and
crank the AC.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love a cold hotel room, and also we were like Denver, which is a high city, and then we were on the 12th floor, so it was ear pop every time you went up and down, and you were just like,
Jesus.
oh my god.
Yeah, because you do get a little. You have to kind of adapt because it's harder to breathe.
Because I kept telling her like, easy on smoking, easy on drinking, just be mindful of
Yes,
it because your body's weird.
Your body's adapting. That's why a lot of like Olympians train in them
they go up way early. Yeah,
because you don't breathe
Increased
as well.
lungs,
and it increases, yeah. So then when you're back at normal level, you perform fucking excellent. I think. I don't know. I'm not an athlete.
we'll see.
We'll see. We'll watch the Olympics.
And then next morning,
Friday the 13th
yes. So
in Colorado.
what I like to do at every new city I go to, I have 3 things I like to do. I only did 2 of them this time, but it's coffee shop and like local coffee shop,
Yes.
record store, and comic book store. I did not go to a comic book shop, but we woke up, found and then we got really fucking good breakfast.
Local coffee shop. That's something I need to start implementing because I'll always just go, Starbucks.
Right, and like local is so much better.
And then you can talk to the people.
Yeah, and like I like to actually like sit and see the coffee shop, just like what's going
instead
on.
of just
yeah.
getting it to go. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Where Starbucks, who cares?
Experience the culture basically of the town because that's somebody's local. That's somebody's like go-to coffee shop.
Where like we have Daisy Chain,
Yeah,
that's somebody's that.
Yeah, that's fucking badass.
I will say the coffee shop attached to the hotel was called Fluids, and that is the worst fucking name
Fluids.
I've ever heard. Oh shit, I forgot about
That sounds very like gross.
Yeah, like I don't want to drink fluids. I want coffee, and that's fine.
Yeah, I want morning
You could
brown.
just give me coffee. Yeah,
Give me
that's
more,
better.
Give me morning brown. Don't give me. Oh, you're waking up. You're a little groggy. What do you want?
Fluid.
Fluids.
Need some fluids?
Was it a Z at the end?
I know.
Just even grosser.
Oh, but I will. Something I forgot is for the start of our trip, Thursday morning, we go because we rented a car because it's a
Smart.
9.5 hour drive.
Yeah, smart.
We go to the car rental. It took me 4 fucking cars to get one working.
What do you mean to get one working?
I turn it on, maintenance required. Oil change now. 4 cars.
Oh my god! You
I
just
was-
kept going. This car's not.
Yeah, and they're like, all right, well, here's the last one. The only thing we have left is a truck. I'm like, I don't want a fucking
I don't want to drive a truck.
I rented a car 2 months ago.
Yeah. Did you go to the airport to rent it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Granted, our rental was called, I think, literally like pay less or
yeah.
So nice cars, but still. And the lady, she was.
It's always one person working.
I got mad at her, and I didn't try to be mad at her, but I was just like, I need a car.
And we got to leave now, lady.
Yeah. And it's just like, this is a business. I assume you fix your car. Like,
Yeah, you should take care of it.
but no, like, yeah, 3 in a row fucked up. And she's like, all right, we got this. And then we got a truck. And then luckily this one worked.
Yeah,
But also,
imagine
like,
you're driving the car out on a truck.
that'd be so frustrating. Because also the cars kept getting bigger. So it's like, all right, worse gas mileage. Like,
Yes, and you have to pay for that.
yeah. And because we're driving
Yeah.
to Colorado. Yeah.
Which is, dude, how is the drive?
I don't mind it. I'm fine doing long distance drives.
But through Nebraska?
Nebraska
The
sucks.
drive
and
from
the,
Des
and the
Moines
first
to-
bit of Colorado kind of sucks because Denver, you don't really get into the mountains.
Yeah, like
You see them.
you drive through Nebraska, it's so flat, and then you drive into Colorado and it's still flat, and then you
But
start.
I would say
then
the
you
Col-
start seeing mountains.
I like the Colorado flat better, where it's kind of more like cowboy-y. It's not.
Yeah.
It's less farmy. It's more cowboy.
Yeah.
It's like yeah.
It is kind of cool once you pass. There's immediately a dispensary.
Yeah.
Once you pass, like literally right on the border.
Oh, we also did that our first night. Got it. Or wait, no, we did that first thing in the morning.
Yeah. I mean,
Got a couple of pens and then went to breakfast.
how was the dispensary experience different than? Because I've been to the Colorado ones and they're fucking.
This one was nice. It was in a
They're
basement.
really nice.
The woman had the softest voice I've ever heard.
and you're just
like she was,
excuse me.
yeah, but like she was just so chill.
Yeah, 'cause she's
high as
fucking
fuck,
high as fuck.
and it's 9 a.m.
It's on a Thursday
Yeah.
or a Friday, I guess.
Yeah, it would have been
Yeah,
Friday.
Friday the 13th. She's like, it's spooky.
Yeah.
Let's get high.
Yeah, and then we went to breakfast and then to a record shop. We went to fuck, I do want to remember the name. It was I'll look it up real quick.
Oh yeah, you sent me a photo, dude.
Yeah.
It was wax.
Well, I do want to shout it out because it was
Yeah.
good.
Were these places just near the hotel, or did you look up the
I
places?
looked up just record store and there was 3 within a mile.
So walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like, okay, that's nice that it's conveniently close.
Yeah, so this was within a walking distance.
Yeah.
It was called Wax Tracks Record.
Wax tracks with
Tracks.
a TRAX. Yeah.
Damn right, yeah.
dude, I love that.
Great fucking selection. I went
How big was it?
not huge, but it was sectioned off well. I'm always happy when a record store has a punk section.
Yeah,
Where they
that's-
separate that from rock because I do think punk is one of the leading reasons people still buy records.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff you can't find.
Well, and also I like not every person who likes every genre likes records, but every person who likes punk does like punk records.
Yes.
So I feel like that is a smart way to do it. Like a lot of people like just rock and they have rock records, but everyone who likes punk likes a punk record.
Yes.
So it's always smart to give that a section. That's why half of the record shops are punk shops.
They are.
Like
yeah.
the one we went to last time in not Lincoln. Where did we go last time? Kansas City.
Kansas City, yeah.
That was a punk place.
Yeah, it's very
They for
punk.
sure had their own punk section. Yeah, and I went to the new arrivals as in they just got it. I found 2 limited edition Dopamines records.
Whoa. okay.
Dopamines are a
I don't know
fantastic
Dopamines.
band. I've showed you them before. They are the band where if we ever made music again, I would want it to sound more like them. The way they balance their music. They're a very
Okay.
bass driven punk.
Fuck yeah.
But like it's still punk, so like the bass isn't super complicated, but,
But
it
it's
is
still
it is
fuck-
the
it's a
leading.
driving force, yeah.
And I really like the way they do it. Check out the Dopamines.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check out. That's gonna be. I'm gonna be listening to the Dopamines while I'm editing this episode.
There you go,
Just
yeah.
like, oh, I agree now.
Yeah.
That's usually when I'm editing. I'm like, I get it now.
And like one of the records, or they all had really good descriptions on them, and that made me buy a lot of them.
Oh, that's
also
cool.
cheap. Like,
really?
I think one was $12, one was like literally like $8.
Holy fuck, yeah, that's
I
really
found-
cheap. Because I usually go, it's 20 minimum.
Yep. Because I always like to buy some records that if they're cheap and they just sound interesting or the cover's interesting.
Yeah.
I've found some great finds from that.
Well, and also if it's not great, it's also a story too.
Yeah.
because you found it in like a.
Well, because one record was labeled Hungarian New Wave Synth Pop.
What is-
$10. I fucking bought it.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Have you listened to it yet?
No.
Oh, dude, Hungarian new wave synth pop.
Yep.
So
We'll put that on after
I
this.
like new wave and I like synth pop.
And, like,
but
Hungarian.
what is Hungarian?
I don't know what's their sound like.
Yeah,
and
dude, I'm
what
very.
year, yeah.
dude, it's gonna be one of those like, what is this?
They also had a circus section.
What?
Yeah.
Was
They
it
also
even
had
cool?
No, nothing like what we got.
Yeah, like
They also had a sound effects section, which I
sound effects on vinyl.
kind of wanted to buy for you.
Oh, the spooky sounds like your parents used to have.
And then I had, and then there was a German punk. So I was like, fuck it. Yeah.
Ooh, German punk.
Mhm. And then I think I got is it Simon Garfunkel? Are they Bridge Over Troubled Water?
That's a good question.
I think so. Either way, I bought Bridge Over Troubled Water. Great fucking record.
Okay, damn. Okay, and what's awesome is you drove there.
Yes.
So you don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's nice. It's nice because when you go to a record shop, like that you've never been to, and you're out of town, you kind of splurge. You kind of
But
go.
also, I kept it like 120 is what I spent. Because
Yeah.
also, I bought one more, and that's a surprise for later.
What the hell does that mean?
We'll see.
But it is like, okay, I'm gonna get a stack.
Yep.
Because if I buy a record like in Des Moines,
I'll buy one or two.
I'll buy
if I
one
stop
or
in a
two,
shop,
yeah.
I'll look.
I'll
yeah.
look, but like I'll go kind of crazy, and then I'll be like, I got to put a few back.
Yes.
You know, I just kind of grab a bunch, and
Yeah.
then
I'd like. I think I bought like 5 or 6, but they were well priced, which is insane.
See, that's awesome, dude.
no, I don't think any. Well, none of the ones I just happened upon were more than 20, which is super
that's
nice
really
because
nice.
that's like minimum.
Yeah,
here,
that's minimum. That's fucking sick, dude. So you
Yeah.
were sipping on local coffee, getting some freaking wax,
And
and
then-
you were you high?
a little. Yeah, no, not even a little bit. Very. Yeah.
Very. You're like, yeah.
And then we were walking back kind of towards the hotel area. We walked past this place called Landmark Tattoos.
okay.
And
Landmark
they-
tattoos,
And they had a bunch of spooky stuff in their window. And we walked past. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I was like, let's stop aside real quick. Because previously I'd looked up like, because I knew like we were going to be there Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it's Friday the 13th in Denver.
And like a lot of people do fun sales. So I looked up just Friday the 13th deals in Denver. And they were one of them. I was like,
Okay,
all right.
fuck yeah, we're here.
Yeah, let's go back. And we got in there. There was 6 tattooers going at once,
Oh
which
my
was wild.
God.
And then super well done. And yeah, Landmark Tattoos in Denver, Colorado, I would recommend.
So, since it was a Friday the 13th kind of like, I wouldn't say flash sale, but like, did they just have a book of designs?
So
or
they
like,
had a bunch of books, and we were just kind of looking over them. And I saw one. I was like, "Ooh, I like that one," and we'll show it in a second. And then the guy was like, "Oh, okay, that guy doesn't have anybody next." I was like, "Oh shit, okay,
you just
sign
get
me
it-
up,
get
yeah,
it right now.
Because the tattoos, it wasn't flash sale; it was more like $100 off.
yeah, that's nice. So it was just, yeah,
was
because usually
just
for Friday the
cheaper.
13th, it's like get something small for
For-
$50.
yeah.
Or I think sometimes they're like $13.
But like you have to tip a certain amount. I think, yeah,
Just because it's like, because the equipment costs money.
right,
You know, and they have fresh
and just
equipment every time.
Yeah, they have
time.
to clean so
Yeah.
much shit. Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. So you got a real tattoo.
Yes. So, because I believe mine was like 200 and Izzy's, I think, was 150. And because I was looking through the books, I was like, oh, I like that. And I'll show you it real quick.
Fucking fresh. And he's got skinny jeans on.
Yep. It is the Creature from the Black Lagoon. Post on our feed.
Dude, when I saw the photo, I was like, oh, that's cool. But it's bigger than I thought.
Yeah, no,
That's pretty
it's
big.
a solid. Took them less than an hour. Insane.
Dude, that's wild because of all the lines and the color.
Full color, yeah.
Yeah, full. That's
Because
insane.
I
less
was
than an
iffy
hour.
on color.
Yeah,
Because
because a lot of your tattoos aren't.
but my legs do have some color. I was like, it would be fun to have a green. And then he put in all that pink. I was worried when he started like dipping in pink because I couldn't see it, but
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
How did it feel on the side of your leg?
So this is all shin, this chunk.
Yeah,
that
just straight
fucking
bone.
hurt.
Yeah, because it's like they do the outline and then the color is fucking shading.
Yeah, it wasn't horrible though.
Yeah, so that's and quick.
Yes.
You're kind of like, holy fuck.
crazy fast. Yeah.
You're like,
And
am I
then-
supposed to? Was it supposed to be that fast?
Post what Izzy got. She got a little bat.
Yeah, that's on her arm. That's
And
pretty.
also because that's fun because I think this is like her 6th tattoo. And so like
so that's really fun.
because like
And
when
you
she
guys-
was looking for like a main piece.
Okay.
Where I'm collecting all the Universal monsters. I've always wanted a creature.
And also, you're running out of space.
Right. Yeah. But like so far Universals, I have Bride of Frankenstein,
Yep, those are your-
Creature,
yep.
and then
So you're gonna put
Wolfman.
those. Okay, Wolfman's not on your leg.
No, and they're different styles too.
That's really
'Cause
cool.
Wolfman is
but
black and white.
I like how your legs are mostly. Like you got three of the monsters on your legs.
Yeah, but it's 2 different legs too. Because this is all my entire left side. I'm planning for spooky, and right side is whatever. Like I'll put some spooky shit in there if it needs to be doubled.
So is that where Harry Houdini is? He's on the normal side.
He's on right side.
Yeah, he's
yep.
on the normal. And
Same
then,
with like Batman and like
Yeah, dude.
my cat tattoo.
I always forget
yeah.
about the Batman.
Me too.
Maybe because I don't see you naked.
That's
I
fair.
don't see your hip
Yeah.
ever because it's the thigh to hip. That's freaking badass. You got tattoos. So you were just like because I'm guessing you had the whole day free, and then Friday night was like a dinner. Like
so that's the other
yeah.
part is, so I checked all the text messages and all the emails I received because I was like, is there a rehearsal? I literally kept searching the name rehearsal. I was like, all right, we're good. I went through our text.
we
I
got
went through the
nothing.
emails. It's good. So Izzy and I hung out all day. We got a pretty good Asian place for lunch, and then
Hell yeah. You
We,
guys had a great day. Vinyl hunting, coffee, high, tattoos. Like
Yeah.
that's fucking, and that's
then-
probably, dude, That's awesome that you guys did that together. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and then there was this place called, it was a milkshake shop. And we went in there and we looked at it and the milkshakes were $20. So we're like, all right, we'll get one.
and share it. Holy
Yeah.
$20? So you got a great deal on records and tattoos, but not
No,
milkshakes.
yeah, they bleed you for that.
What the
And I was
hell?
in line for the milkshake, or we just ordered and we were waiting for it. And then I get a call from the best man, Henry. And he's like, hey, bud, where are you? I'm like, fuck, what? And it turns out there was a fancy dinner planned and it was only on, it was on the website or the invitation, which I didn't bring the invitation. I was like, oh, that's on the fridge. I know all my groomsmen shit.
Yeah.
I missed the fucking fancy dinner. I showed up late, but like I missed some
Oh my
speeches. I was like,
God.
fuck.
So
'Cause
it wasn't just a rehearsal. It was like a dinner.
it wasn't a rehearsal.
Yeah, it was a
but it was
dinner.
for the entire everyone invited. So
God. At least you weren't the best man.
right, yes. But I was like, and that was where I'm like, all right, that's fine. Because the best man was also our roommate in college, and there's just three of us. And that made me like, all right, it's fine. I'm not the best man.
Yeah.
I didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
I just proved it now. On my way.
On my way.
Yep.
After
Over there,
we get this milkshake.
Nope, left Izzy in the milkshake parlor.
Oh, you went by yourself?
Well, I was like, I have to go now. And she fully agreed.
Well, like, yeah, I guess it was just the wedding
Well,
party.
and like
yeah.
I knew he was having groomsmen over that night, and that's like when we played video games. So I was always like, yeah, we'll go do that, because apparently it was my text to him of like, hey, when are we hanging out later? He was like, oh, Jacob does not know what's happening tonight.
Jacob's like oblivious. He's
Yeah.
like, you should be here right now.
Right? Yeah, but he wasn't openly mad at me, at least. Don't know if he was mad, but
Taylor, let us know if you're mad.
we had a great wedding still.
Let us know if
I
you're
love you,
mad.
bud.
Post on Spotify.
In the comments.
If you're mad, please do so that it's locked in forever.
So or Robert can save it. No,
Take a screenshot.
That was just I was like, ooh, I'm a shitty friend. I have to go. That fucking sucks.
Well, you were having a day. It's a great day.
Well, because apparently,
and it wasn't, dude, his day's the next day.
Yeah.
You know what?
This one's mine. But apparently, he asked another friend, the one who doesn't like sports, we were like, hey, have you heard from Jacob? And he was like, no, he's getting a tattoo because he saw my Instagram story.
Yeah, he's getting to Colorado and he's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, don't worry about him. He's getting tattooed.
Yeah, so I was very late to that, but I showed up, got free drinks, which was nice, and then
that's really nice.
yeah, and then went back to his place. So I'm glad I've still got time with
Yeah,
them.
I'm glad you got.
Yeah, but that was
you just show up
God.
the next day and you're like,
Sorry.
everyone has like inside jokes.
Yeah.
Like what I miss.
Yeah, so that made me feel like a piece of shit. But also,
Well, you tried.
Yeah, used to be a real piece of shit. But also, I have something of a bidet story for you.
Oh, you have a bidet story for
I
me?
do, because we went back to Taylor's place.
Yes.
Super nice. Went to his bathroom, just had to pee, and then I was like, ooh, what's this? So his bidet.
I knew Taylor. I knew he would have a bidet. Dude,
We all should.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you guys are just living in the future.
It's fantastic. You did it.
Well, so I saw
Yeah,
it.
so what's his bidet like?
Well, and there was like a switch on it and then a dial. So I was just like messing with it. I was like, and I just took the dial, I just turned it, and then it fucking shot me in the dick.
Yeah.
And on my pants. So I just like,
yeah, because you're standing in front of the toilet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it just full on sprayed me.
Yeah, it's
And
aggressive.
I was like, what the
And
fuck
that goes
was
into your butt.
No, I thought the switch would be the on button, not a fucking dial to be the on button. Because I was like, just like messing with the dial, see where it was at.
What
where
does
it
the
could go.
switch do?
I think it's like height.
Oh, shit.
If you got a high asshole, I don't know.
Oh, my God. Yeah, because my dial, I have two dials. And one it's on 0 and then it goes to 5.
Yeah.
And so as soon as you turn it, it turns on. And the other one is for cleaning.
Oh.
Yeah, so like
Oh, so it's on.
yeah, so basically if you turn it to cleaning mode, it puts it in the on position so the sprayer will drop down, but it doesn't spray water so you can clean it.
What?
No, like for cleaning the actual unit.
Oh.
There's a use and then clean.
Oh, maybe that's what his switch is then.
Yeah, so maybe,
because I
yeah.
just turned it because I was like, I don't care if I mess with it. Because it's also funny if someone just gets in a
So you were
aggressive
wearing pants?
Yeah, well, I was
So
like, it's
you're-
funny if someone just gets their asshole aggressively cleaned without knowing. Like, you know, like if I just turned yours on to 5 and then like you could just turn it on and it shot out of 5.
It launches me up.
Just
I'm
like
go flying.
Yeah, you just flew too close to the sun. Yeah, or you just fill up.
Sometimes it does go in you.
Yeah, I know.
And it's just like,
No, so that's what I thought the dial did was just power, not activation and power. So
you
I just
just
shot
mess-
myself in the crotch and I walk out. I'm like, so it
so you
turns out
didn't even try it?
no, I was fully clothed at this
come
point. Yeah.
on. When are you going to try it?
I know I need to. I want one on my own anyway.
Oh, dude, it was such an easy Amazon purchase. And what's awesome is I didn't even have to install mine.
Yeah,
I just texted a guy to do it.
That's wild. That a guy came over and installed it.
Well, I live in an apartment.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, he did it and then left my apartment unlocked.
Yeah, but that was my. Oh, right, I do remember that. Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, that was a little bidet story I had.
Dude, yeah, see, now you understand. It's
The
fucking
power.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, because I did it
No,
once.
the bidet is trying to shoot through you.
It is. It literally is a fucking hose on your butt. I was FaceTiming my sister when I first got it one time. I was a little bit drunk, but I was at home, you know, so I'm allowed to be drunk. But I was FaceTiming my sister, like showing it off, and they were like, "Let's see it." So I like did it on 5,
Yeah.
and it literally out of the toilet. I have like a towel rack across, just and like my towel's like drenched.
Yeah, and that's supposed to be your asshole.
And I'm just like, and that's 5, and I can barely handle 1.
God, I do need one. I need one so bad.
Dude, it is so.
It's because it's such a weird luxury. Because
It
it's
is.
not hard to get. It's not expensive.
Well,
Like
I think-
$30.
No, it's super easy, and like it just plugs right into your water line.
Yeah.
Pretty easy to install. I think I don't do it.
Yeah.
You can get the one that I got. A freaking listener suggested it to me,
Yeah.
which is wild. Because
Do you know which one did?
Patrick.
Okay. Yeah. Hashtag Patrick.
No,
Shout out.
Peter.
Peter.
Sorry,
No, okay.
Sorry,
Shout
sorry,
out.
Peter.
Peter.
I always Waves and
Peter.
Games. Waves and Games is his username.
Okay.
But your name is Peter. I'm sorry, I
Hi,
called you
Peter.
Patrick. Good dude. He's a bidet.
dude.
He's a bidet guy. And now I'm glad I'm a bidet guy because it makes you poop differently. It's so nice. I need a refill on whiskey sour, so we're
I
gonna
want
play
my
some.
one too.
So we're gonna play some jazz and
Jazz.
come back with some more for the 100th episode
Tune in.
of the Moist Monday Podcast.
And we're back.
How's everyone doing? We got whiskey sours,
Took a shot.
whiskey refill. Yeah, we did a
Feeling
shot.
a little moist
shot
out
of
there.
Jameson. Woo!
And what I have for you is a 100th episode gift.
Oh Jesus! I didn't know he was doing this.
It's fine.
Don't underestimate a gift.
So what I have for you is this.
Do I open it?
Yeah. Pull the bag back.
It's wrapping.
I got it today.
What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Dude, what the fuck is
Right?
this?
I got myself one too.
Holy fuck. Why are your gifts always cars?
Fast and Furious, baby.
Fast and Furious Legos.
And the fun thing about yours, since it's Paul Walker's, is no assembly required.
Jesus Christ. That's a great bit. I was hoping the box said it. I was hoping. Mine's a Nissan.
Well, what I like is that that's the car I think of.
Yeah, the blue.
Yeah. And then this is what I think of
Dude,
for
yours
him
is
to-
the fucking engine.
Right, yeah.
Oh, dude.
No, I was thinking what we could do is extra content of us just doing a podcast building these.
We
just
have
in our
to.
chairs, like just with little tables.
How we're going to need more room.
Just little tables.
We might have to do the podcast out in the kitchen.
Yeah, we'll just need microphone stands. at
Microphone
least,
stands, yeah. Just because that'd be fun. We just
That could be
build
just a little extra.
where we just talk while we build. Yeah, let's plan to do that.
Yeah.
Because then I'll put it on display next to the race car that I
Right,
have.
yeah, I'm just gonna keep getting you cars.
Next to the full set of the movies that I have. You know, actually I've seen it a few times and I know I have to buy it. But I'm waiting till I find it cheaper. Is Fast X on DVD?
Oh, is it out already?
It's out already.
Did you see Jason Momoa was in town this weekend?
Yeah, it was.
He was at Izzy's bar all weekend, both days.
Oh, doesn't that?
He does a Guinness at 10 a.m. Apparently, Jason Momoa.
Oh my God! And Izzy was like, "God, I should have been working."
She wasn't like super upset about it. She's like,
I saw one of my.
the bartender that was working. She texted Izzy and she's like, "It's 10 a.m. I'm hungover. We have a fucking race in town, and Jason Momoa is here. I don't need this kind of business."
Oh my God!
It
She was
so
mad. She was
funny.
mad.
Yeah.
I saw that he went to Tasty Tacos.
Yeah,
and they posted the most
worst photo.
They
of all.
posted like a security cam photo through glass of him eating a taco. Like someone like secretly took it. Of
Because I'm
him.
sure he saw that. So he's like, "You could have just asked me to smile."
Yeah.
So I'm an attractive person. I don't need to look like a thumb. You'll have to post that photo
No,
over this
that's
too.
so funny.
No, he looks like a fucking thumb.
Yeah.
And like everyone who sees it, like he's an attractive
No,
man.
it
and
kind
we
of
all
looks
know
like
that.
it kind of looks like I thought it was a joke because I was like, is this a knockoff Jason Momoa?
Right, yeah.
Because it's such a terrible photo quality. No, but the first thing I saw about that was one of my friends on Snapchat. It's wild because it's my mom's friend. So
Okay.
she's my mom age, but I'm friends with her on Snapchat. Weird. She gave me piano lessons when I was a kid.
All right.
And she's a crazy lady. But I saw on her story, she just put Aquaman, and it was a selfie. Like they were at the bar.
She was probably at the mile.
Yeah, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Because he's coming out with a new tequila. He's coming out with a new alcohol. We'll have to look into it. And he's from Iowa.
I do like him a lot.
I like him.
I like him a lot, dude.
No, he's incredible. Khal Drogo. He's a great Aquaman. Like Aquaman's not a good movie.
I never saw that.
It's not a good movie. He's great in it.
Yeah. And I do like
What's
him.
his other big Fast X?
I do like him in Fast X. You know, I think
he's the best part of it.
I think he's the best part of it.
What's his other big thing? Didn't he have another one? Can't even think about it.
He's just a strong man that's hot, beautiful. Yeah. He's Samoan, obviously.
Like who doesn't love him? Yeah.
But yeah,
he's from Iowa because his mom still lives here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he went to Norwalk, which is a subdivision of Des Moines. That's where Wes went.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so he went to the same school as Wes.
I know him and that Superman who was from Iowa.
Oh, Clark Kent.
The Superman Returns Superman who also played the Atom later.
Yeah, he was the second. He was the second Superman. He wasn't the original Superman. He was the second one, right?
He wasn't the second. I don't think. There's probably a couple older ones. Reeves, and then I'm sure there was another one. He was before Cavill. He had a one-off.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
but I never knew.
But I think him and Momoa went in the same area. I think they were on the same soccer team at one point, which is a fun fact.
Yeah, and they're both superheroes.
Because we got them,
Sean Johnson.
Yep, Sean Johnson,
which we actually talked about recently in an episode.
Because I always do that voice just for our one listener from Colorado, Sean Johnson. That was a weird
Is it a bit you guys did? It's a bit that I don't even get.
No, I'm on the podcast. It's just saying her name stupid. Just Sean Johnson, Iowa Olympian, gold medalist, Sean Johnson.
It sounds like you're doing a South Park bit, and I love it.
I love me some Sean Johnson, Iowa sweetheart, Dancing with the Stars winner.
She won Dancing with the Stars?
Sean Johnson.
Dude, I love this.
Yeah.
It feels like my personal South Park.
No, it was a fun thing that we were able to piss off his now wife with, because we just kept saying, Sean Johnson.
And she hates it. Yeah, Taylor, play this clip.
Sean Johnson.
Sean
We got Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood's from Iowa.
Mm-hmm. I think he's Cedar Rapids. Ashton Kutcher, who people don't like anymore. He's also from Cedar Rapids.
He went to Iowa.
Yep.
The college, which is badass.
His dad was my uncle's landlord.
Cool, dude.
Sure. That's one thing I got.
It's always like, oh, dude, my second cousin's uncle's brother. Cool, dude.
I was baptized at the same church as him. That's something.
Paul Rust. Deep dive.
Oh, is he from Iowa?
He's from Iowa.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think he also went to Iowa.
Cloris Leachman.
Nice.
She's from Young Frankenstein.
Oh, she's the girl?
She's the Frau Brooker. Yeah.
Okay, so she's not the... Okay.
And also, in editing, you have to put an A and a thunderstrike after I say Frau Brooker.
Yeah, because every time...
You have to do it again, yeah.
Dude, I love how every time the horse...
That's one of the best bits, yeah.
Dude, it's so funny, dude.
And then, oh, shit. What's her fucking name? It's hard. She's Michonne in Walking Dead.
She's from Iowa?
She lived in Iowa for a little bit. I think she was from Granger.
Michonne. Yeah.
Fuck.
I only know her. She's also in
Black Panther.
Black Panther,
yes.
yeah, which I haven't seen.
No, I just...
Dude, I loved... Michonne is a badass fucking character.
No, yes, and she at least lived in Iowa, I know.
Granger, dude, that's where I used to go to Granger a lot. I used to deliver for FedEx.
Oh.
And I would do band practice there when I was in a cover band. It's a great little town. That's freaking wild.
Panther.
Dude, and guess what? I can name 2 more celebrities from...
We got...
Jacob White.
Yeah, there we go.
The Boys Buddy Podcast. The Boys. Also...
Nigura. Yep.
Also, 2 other celebrities.
Yeah?
I'm also one of them.
Yeah.
Get me off the grid.
Right.
Yeah, it's celebrities.
We got Wes and Robert.
Yeah. Dude, it is wild. It is wild. We're kind of... That project is kind of big.
I just always remember one time at one of my freak show performances, you got recognized, and I was so...
It was for Hazer, though.
Which is still you and Wes.
Yeah, it was for the band.
But that was just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Sometimes when I'm out in public, it's kind of like I kind of trick myself into being like, okay, act like I'm doing this project.
Oh,
Act like I'm Game Off the Grid, or like, so then if someone were to come up to me, like, don't, like, you know what I mean? Put on the persona if you're in public. And that kind of gives me a false sense of confidence.
Well, because you're playing the character Robert at that point.
Then it's like,
which it's nice that you and Wes are pretty much yourselves.
Yeah, we're ourselves.
It's just you're a little bit more pushy with your voice. Like you just need to speak
because
clearly.
I'm very introverted.
You would just be quiet. Where like if if you're talking to a camera, you have to speak.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you're very quiet, but chose to have a podcast.
Hey, it's super easy. No one's fucking here.
That's true. Yeah.
Same as recording YouTube videos.
Yeah.
No one's.
We just got Hank. How you doing, bud?
How is Hank doing?
He's hanging in there. He's hanging in
He's
there.
hanging in there. It is wild. So let's go back to the 100 celebration.
Yes.
Pretty fucking wild.
So stupid.
It is wild because you would think like 100 episodes, we got to be approaching 2 years if we would do one a week.
Right. And we started this on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but
which
we didn't release till.
Izzy was angry about.
Yeah, she got over it.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to bring that. All right. Side note, editor's note.
Yes.
Put that into the best man speech.
Sure.
Bring that up so then she's mad at the wedding. No, just kidding. But we released in March, and now we're celebrating our 100th episode in October,
Near the end of October.
which is wild because the next episode is the Halloween special.
Yes.
But surprise, surprise, we have a bonus episode for you guys.
Yes.
We have a bonus episode coming out this Thursday. So if you're listening to this release day Monday, this Thursday we're releasing an audio only version of a D&D Witch is Dead one-off, but
Yeah, a little one shot that I DM'd. It's my first attempt DMing because the plan is from here on out is I will run a campaign for both you and Izzy.
Yes, so it's
which we have
Izzy
also,
and I.
We've talked about recording and seeing if we could turn it into something. We'll see. If we do even record the first episode, it will be a while till we put them out.
Yeah, because dude, this episode we recorded this, no joke, the end of September. It took me a long time to edit.
It's a lot more work.
It's a lot more work because there's room noise. There's more people talking. It's just more chaotic. It is going to be on YouTube and on the feed, but there is no visual. But check it out. I'd love to hear feedback because it's our first time trying it. It is my first time ever or second time ever doing D&D.
We did run a episode 0 on it as well.
Yeah, we did do a practice episode after the Power Hour.
And it was a mess.
And we didn't finish. We didn't get through the campaign. We quit.
Yep, because we were rolling post Power Hour.
We were drunk and we were rolling bad, and it was just not good. But I think this one turned out pretty good.
I'm happy with how this one turned out. Yeah, I'm excited to hear
it's
it.
It's a crow and a toad trying to solve a witch's murder.
Yep.
And Jacob's the DM.
So hope you enjoy that.
Yeah,
Look forward to it.
That's a little 100 episode celebration / Halloween celebration. Because it is almost October, and then the episode after that will be the Halloween special, which I don't know if we have anything super big planned for it, but we'll just talk spooky.
I had plans, but they just didn't happen, which was frustrating. Well, and so also, they are going towards just next year. I'm going to do it.
Well, and also, you went to Colorado.
Well, no, I had a thing scheduled, or I tried to schedule a thing, and the person did not talk to me. So it was
people are flaky.
But also, I was like. Right after that, I became very poor, so I was like, "It's probably not the worst thing."
Right.
So that will hopefully be a next year's thing, next October special.
We'll see.
No, we will for sure do it next October.
We'll see if Jay remembers. But looking back, triple dig. That means we have minimum 100 hours of us talking.
That was a thought I put when we were leaving for 4 days, is I could just put on Moist Monday and they would have my voice in this, because animals do react to that. I was like, shit, I could have my voice for probably over 150 hours.
Yeah, and so that'd be the entire time you were gone.
Yeah.
You get back and it's still playing.
Probably.
And you're like, oh, I'm a snake. Yeah, I know that episode.
Don't remember what happened.
That'd be wild if I showed you a still and you had to guess.
From outfit, even though you and I wear the same thing. I bet there's 10 episodes where both of us are wearing the exact same outfit.
But I show you one and it's just black and you go, oh, that's before we had a camera. Right. That's before we started doing video. So 100 episodes.
What have you learned?
What have you learned? What have you I just kind of want to do a retro perspective,
I think for our 100th episode, let's do a shout out to Chase Stein for getting us these new microphone covers.
Check out these freaking
ridiculous that he even thought about doing this for us.
Yeah, pop filters. He got us these.
We love it. It's ridiculous. It's the dumbest thing ever, but I fucking love it.
And we have a bag of them, so if these go bad, we got more.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Well, can you send me a photo of our logo on a pop filter? I'm like, yeah, that's great.
I never even thought about it.
Well, because I thought he got it from one of the websites where they're like, put your design on fucking anything. Yeah. But I think he's told me it was a special, from maybe Colorado or a different state where they put stuff on pop filter covers.
So it's a specific pop filter company.
No, he had to download our logo.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, how did you get it? I mean, it looks Our logo's shitty anyway.
Well, it's
It's
our
good.
logo's our logo.
I like our
It says
logo.
Moist Monday in the way we want it
Yeah,
to.
and we hired a graphic designer to make
Yeah,
it.
we did.
Even though we could have got a font that was probably close to this.
Probably.
But I do like the swoops and the, I do like it.
I like the O over the M. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I like it. So yeah, special shout out to everybody that's been a listener since the beginning. Special shout out to people that are just
There's probably like at least like 8 people who have listened to every
special
fucking
shout out to
episode.
people that have listened to every episode. If you have,
I'm not one of them.
I used to be. I used to be like every Monday morning at work. I would be like start my day with a Moist Monday.
I'll put it on, but I will.
No, I'll put it
tune
on.
out.
I'll put it on mute to get the views. Like I'll put it on the TV,
for
like
the cats.
But I'm obviously here.
But there's at
And then I
least
edited.
There's a few. I would guess there's a small handful of people who've watched every episode. And
Yeah.
holy
The fact that
fucking
you're
shit.
watching it too on YouTube, so you're seeing our stupid fucking faces.
While that's not the numbers we should pay attention to, that's the ones we see just because
That's the
we
ones
understand.
Well, that's because
YouTube.
that's the ones we. Because I use RSS to like post to everything,
Yeah.
and it's just a combined total.
No,
so it's
I
hard.
just get the email
it's
every
hard to-
Monday morning.
It's hard to see like track on YouTube. It's easy to be like, okay, this is our number 1 episode, which is wild.
Yeah.
Dude, it is wild, and we never talk about this, but I did a short about this a long time ago. It's actually been on my list to talk about, but we've never gotten to it. Is I've been using AI to help edit the Moist Monday podcast, which is absolutely insane. I downloaded this this plugin. I do pay for it. It's a subscription, which sucks. But it saves me so much
Isn't
time.
that fucking weird that you're paying for an AI?
No, but dude, this is worth
that
it.
just means that the developer gets the money, which I guess is good.
Yeah, because they developed a code that. So like, what's so nice is it's a podcast specific multicam editor. So literally, once I sync the dialogue and get everything lined up, I do a wide shot, then I do the zoom ins. So people that only listen, they have no idea what I'm talking about. But go on YouTube, subscribe, you'll see us. You'll see us. It's so cool. So I literally, once I get all that synced, then I go into the AI and I put camera 1 is Jacob, or camera 1 is wide, camera 2 is Jacob, camera 3 is me, and then the audio source, and then I hit freaking start, and it analyzes the audio, and then just edits for me. And then I just have to go through and cut out the spaces, add graphics. Jacob's busting into Legos while I'm but it's so cool. It literally saves me so much time editing, because obviously these are already long episodes to edit because they're hour plus. So it used to take me so much time to edit, and now I can get it done so fast. What? Are you trying to find Vin Diesel? Did it come with characters? It comes with the actual Lego people? I didn't know that. Oh my God. He doesn't have a head. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He does. I really do love Paul Walker, but it's easy jokes. Yeah, that's fucking sick, dude. There's actually shit inside the car.
No, I was just doing this while you did a rant. Can you tell who I'm dressed as today?
You gotta wear a black.
I know. When does he wear a fucking black tank top?
No, he wears a white.
But also nothing he wears has sleeves, so I'm sure there's a black one. But
Yeah, he's been Jason Jacobs' Halloween costume today is Vin Diesel.
was-
That's also good, dude. That pose is gonna be the thumbnail. You hold it up the leg. Yep, get that. Well, now I want to do a pose.
you don't look like Paul Walker.
I wasn't trying to pose like Paul Walker.
How would you pose like Paul Walker? Just wondering if you could go for it. And you did.
Sucks.
Probably in like a couple of weeks. Then check out a video of us putting together these Legos,
Dude.
So I think that would be bonus content over.
Yeah, because it would probably be an hour probably,
We'll
because
see how dumb we are, yeah.
Legos take a while, and also if you're talking,
Yeah,
Legos are fun, dude.
I'm pumped for it.
But also, do you have any like favorite? Going back to 100.
All right. Yes.
Do you have any like favorite memories or like?
right.
This is like
What-
100 episodes. That's a big deal.
It's ridiculous.
Triple digits.
It's
Most people
dumb.
that start podcasts don't get to this.
Yeah.
And like for us, this is like it's easy and it's
Yeah,
stupid.
because it's just us talking
Yeah,
to
it's
each other. Yeah.
stupid.
Well, this whole thing started as an excuse for us to hang out more.
And it does, dude.
So-
it helps so much.
So that has been my favorite part is that
Yeah.
I've gotten to see you 100 times over the past year and a half. So cheers
Yeah.
to that, bud.
Cheers
I
to that.
fucking love you.
Love you too.
You are my best friend.
Oh.
You are my best man.
Oh.
And I am pumped to have done this with you.
I can't wait to knight you at the wedding.
We did find out swords are not allowed in the venue, so I'm a fucking idiot because I'm buying all my groomsmen swords.
And they're not allowed at the, at the venue.
So we'll have them for photos.
Which sucks. Yeah, dude, it's so nice because this is obviously an excuse to hang out weekly.
Yes.
And it does help because obviously we hang out randomly.
Well, and we would hang out weekly before, but like not, we have to.
No, now it's like we have to do content and then
Well,
also
it's nice that we have to get together and like, because you'll text me like, hey, we got to record one of these dates. And that means we have to get together, have a drink, and talk about our lives.
Talk about our lives.
That is what it means.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, like that's what we have to do.
Yeah,
so that's been fantastic.
I will say the downside of that is though, when we are hanging out, it goes, fuck.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me yet.
I want to tell you this,
Yeah.
but I can't because it's better. I want your real reaction.
Well, yeah, and also I have a joke idea for this, and I want to say it on air. Yeah,
That's what. So it is nice when because we both are, getting in our upper 20s. We're both developing lives.
yes,
We both have a lot of shit going on. Everybody has a lot of shit. People that have adult relationships know that it's hard to schedule things with people.
yes,
So having a weekly thing is super nice to be like, this is a scheduled hangout.
the fact that we have not missed a week is insane.
Yeah, it is wild.
Because I think both of us agree is that we literally cannot.
Because it's so stupid. It's so easy.
Yes,
And it's like sometimes we can't record on Monday nights. We do record on Mondays because it is Blade
generally,
Monday.
tonight's a Monday.
But if we can't, we're like, okay, can we do Wednesday? Can we do we figure it out?
We've never not found a day.
Yeah. So we've never missed. So nice. It's been really freaking nice to just be able to be like, okay, that's something to look forward to every night. Obviously, it is like, oh, you're working,
Yeah.
but you're not.
Right.
Like that's like when I do Gaming Off the Grid, it's like, oh man, that's so much work.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, I get to go have a few drinks,
Right, play
hang
some
out
video
with a
games.
buddy and play video games.
Well, the good part about my experience is that I don't edit this at all.
Yeah, so Jacob does no work.
You send me titles and I choose my favorites, and that's it.
I am kind of curious.
That's why I'm glad that it's at my house, is that I've at least done this.
You've done something. I'm curious. I'm gonna scroll back. I mean, we talk so much. So we have a lot of episode ideas. We talked about this earlier when we were playing the game.
Yes.
Of like potential ideas. I'd love to find some that we didn't use.
Names.
Yeah. And see if we can. God, we have so much fucking shit in this chat. It's so wild.
I'm trying to think of the hardest I've ever laughed on this podcast, and I honestly think one of the hardest I've ever laughed was the time when I grabbed my phone and we were talking about the first episode, and I clicked a random timestamp and I held up the mic, and it was me slurrily talking about 9/11, and we both laughed so hard. That is one of my favorite moments of just knowing that that's so coded into our brains.
9/11, dude. Yeah,
And we just laughed.
I think that was for our 1 year. You did that,
Maybe, yeah.
Dude, that was so funny.
But like that is one of the hardest I've ever laughed in this.
Dude, I've laughed so many times because we also just say stupid. I also laugh when I'm editing.
Sure,
because
that's
well, and
nice.
also like both of us throw out jokes, and sometimes the other person
Doesn't catch it.
Doesn't catch it. So
Yeah.
I go, God damn, that's hilarious. Like either or, it's like really funny.
All right, well, you look, I have to pee real quick.
Okay, dude, there's so many. We have so much shit in there. Like, dude, literally, I have someone in here that's from 2021, doesn't have anything to do with the podcast, but it's just erectile dysfunction. That's a safe chat or Snapchat. Erectile dysfunction? What the fuck does that mean? It's so freaking nice. We're just idiots.
All right, I
Sticking for that.
skipped ahead to, because it's only a 38-minute episode. I skipped to 20 minutes, 52 seconds.
Okay.
Let's see what it sounds like. When 9/11 happened.
You skipped it. To the perfect time. Just. How did you get that so perfect? That's the best. That's the best thing that could have happened.
Sure. All right. What's the first?
So okay, so the first one that I found. So this is not the very beginning of the podcast.
Because we've done this method as long as I can remember.
As long as I remember, but some of them don't get saved, and some of them I just kind of we either pick it in the podcast, So I'm just gonna go for the ones that we have in our
Okay.
Snapchat. So the first one, April 23rd, 2022. I'm gonna say the two options.
Can you tell me which one we picked?
Yeah. So
So I can figure out what episode it is.
So this episode is called the Alf Windbreaker.
That's quite a bit ago.
Yes, that's a good episode. Are you going to try and find them? You can try and go along with
Well,
them?
I just want to see where we started at least.
Yeah, okay. So that would Alpha Windbreaker probably
Episode 9.
Episode 9. So we had two options for this. I'm horrible at barking.
Okay.
Accidental smite.
Okay, so that would have been about Alpha Windbreaker probably would have mentioned Riot Fest because that's
Yep,
where I got it
yep.
from. Accidental Smite, I think would have been about you, or, about me viewing you, about our time apart.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. It's
'Cause I
probably
was
about a friendship,
smiteful.
and then probably Freak Show because I'm horrible at barking.
Right, yeah, and that's
Yeah.
all Freak Show, yeah.
And then the next one is That's Some Harry Alfredo.
Oh, that's my bald out
Yeah.
episode.
And then the other option for that was the whole relationship is a lie.
That was about the episode where I finally came clean and that I was wearing a hairpiece.
Yeah.
Which
so
that's
that one would have been, if I would have picked that one, you would have got that immediately.
Yes,
That's
if you said Harry Alfredo, I would have
Yeah,
known
that's
it
a
too.
great fucking-
Well, because that was a great episode because that was the first one we pushed.
Yeah.
Because
we
that-
were like, let's share this one.
well, it was right before I went on vacation too, and it was this is what's happening now, and also like.
And it's a big deal.
Yeah,
You're
and
bald.
it was something where like I wanted to share at the moment I was because what I did was I posted like, "Hey, I'm bald now. If you want to know why, there's this."
Yeah, that was
then
the
we-
one episode you shared.
But on my personal feed,
and
yes.
then you're like, quit listening.
Well, because also in that episode, I know it turned into
Jerking off.
no BDSM.
Oh, I did it.
Because I went on a big spiel of like the weird thing about when a girl spits in your mouth is that the exact same temperature as your spit. So it is the only time you've felt that of a liquid entering your mouth that is the exact same temperature as the current liquid in your mouth.
You know how to describe that? Fluids.
Yeah, that is straight up fluids.
All right, the next one is the title. The title of the episode that we picked is "This Is Our New Peak."
Oh shit!
So this episode is what inspired New Peak Productions, but it could have been 4 other options.
Okay,
The idea of a thigh gap.
which is about how skinny I am.
You're a very bony guy.
So about how skinny I am. Jesus, I'm guessing you said that one.
These next 2 are my favorite.
Okay,
It's your body. It's your heroin.
I do remember.
And then
Oh shit! So that is about that date I went on with a girl. I think.
And she was like in a NA.
Yeah. Well, she skipped Narcotics Anonymous to go on a date with me, and her.
I think that became a title later. I think you told that story again because I think a title was "I skipped NA for you." I think that's the title of an episode.
Her first line was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I don't look like my photos. I've gained some weight since I quit heroin," and that is so much to put on a first date.
Yeah, it's just like holy fuck.
God, that.
Yeah,
Since
totally.
we've never mentioned her names, did I ever tell you the button of that story?
No, I don't think so.
It was that I'm pretty sure she relapsed because she later texted me asking to hook up again, but for money.
For money, you have told me
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
I don't
for
know if that was on
money.
podcast,
and
but-
you're like, I've already gotten it for free.
But that was a moment where I was like, "Oh shit!"
Did you ever
That went
Was the
poorly.
sex good,
It,
or was it fine? You know what I mean?
all right,
or
do you
was
want
it
to
too
know
bony?
do you want to know the joke I mentioned?
Yeah,
Or the
let's-
joke I
yeah,
wrote about the
let's hear that
sex?
joke.
All right, so this is not against her, but the fun thing about fucking a ex heroin addict is if you mention it. If you mention heroin during sex, they start fucking vibrating.
Jesus Christ. And then the last one from This Is Our New Peak is rugs are just portable carpets.
Oh, I remember that.
That's
but
a great quote.
I remember you said that one. that was just a
because you were like, what?
that was just a holy shit moment. I was like, rugs are portable carpet. Why don't we label them that? My mom runs a goddamn rug business.
The next one is for the episode Pancake Batter and Spider Webs.
Which that's about losing our virginities.
And it's the whole title is about cum.
yeah. No, it's
Which is
one-
disgusting.
I can never remember who called cum pancake batter.
I think one of us called it pancake batter and the other one
I think
it's like
I
a vice.
said pancake batter, and you said spider webs for
Yeah, so
cum,
that was-
which was my favorite moment. All right, so that's up there on my favorite moments of having a podcast is when we both made up names for cum, and they were the 2 worst
But also,
descriptions.
that's the best way to describe it.
No, both are great.
So the options for that were riding the sexual train,
Sure.
decent, still waiting for puberty,
Okay, that was probably about me.
and then support your local clown.
Oh, I do love clown. I've been back into that.
And then I just found the next one is I skipped NA for you.
Oh shit. Okay, so she came back.
Yeah, I skipped NA for you.
I hope she's still alive.
That was the name of the episode. So the options for that were a strip club, but more specific. Whatever that means.
Sure.
A speakeasy for sex.
Okay. So it's very much just a sex episode.
The theme is tentacles.
Oh, that's when I went to New York
Yeah.
and I got invited to a sex club, but
This is
I
when we
looked
were
up the
talking-
theme and it was the theme was
Tentacles.
for the only night I had free, I got invited to a sex club, but the theme was tentacles. So I was like, I'm gonna wait and I'll see if I hit it on the other time.
And then the other one was, "You're lucky I showed up tonight."
Oh, that was about your date.
Which is
Yeah.
at a first date.
Where that was the first thing a girl said to you, right?
Yeah.
As you bought her.
Fucking seafood.
Yeah.
I got a $13 meal. She got like a $60 meal.
Oh God, there's a thing going on around TikTok right now of a girl who ordered a $200 oyster meal and the dude left.
Good.
Well, that was a thing.
Fuck, dude.
That was the thing Izzy and I talked about.
That's what I felt like that lady was doing. She was getting a free meal.
No, first date dinner. How much does a girl have to order for you to be like, fuck this?
Dude, people at my work were saying you should have left. Like when
Sure.
I told them about that story.
I mean, how?
Well, not the fact that she was late. Like she was like
'cause
an
you were
hour and a half
walking-
late.
Yeah, you were wandering a Barnes and Noble,
Yeah, it was at Barnes
texting
and
me
Noble.
about it, all
I was
nervous.
literally talking to some strangers started talking to me at Barnes and Noble too.
Well, and the funny thing is when you first matched with this girl, it was like, yeah, she said she wanted, she wasn't your like go-to girl either.
No, it was just like,
She agreed to a date.
she agreed, and I was like, okay, let's see what happens.
Yeah. But like, let's, I do want to touch on that for a second. What do you think is the limit? So if,
Well, now I know we're not doing seafood anymore.
that's fair.
But also, if a girl were to suggest,
First date, if the girl picks the dinner and you have to pay, because I think
dude, I would pay no matter what.
I think I paid for every first date I ever went on.
I think I just kind of like to be a generous person and just pay.
Sure, because like Izzy and I are at a point where like we'll
Take turns.
probably not split it. I still probably pay more.
But also kind of just take turns, be like,
She pays for a lot more than she did at the beginning,
Yeah.
which is to also be expected.
yeah, because now you live together and
Well, and, like-
you share, and now you're committed. You're not trying to impress them.
No,
Like, I know it's like kind of like misogyny or whatever, but like
I don't know.
but it also it's kind of like
but
a
it's also beneficial for them. I don't know,
I don't know, but also dating is tough, and I haven't been on a date in a while.
because I never did a crazy fancy first date. There was times where I'd buy a girl like tickets to a concert,
Okay, but like what,
But
like $30?
max 60.
Yeah, okay,
So
so-
like still never over 100, and I would pay for $100 dinner, no issue. But if it got over like 150,
The problem
and it
is-
was one sided.
Yeah, the problem is
If it's not drinks adding up,
yeah, drinks. If it's because we got seafood and I ordered a beer and she just got like water.
Sure.
So she ordered a fancy drink. So it's like if you're drinking and having a great time, yeah, I get it.
then 200 is okay.
Yeah.
But that's if
But
you are having
but that's if you're having a great
good time.
Well, and I've been on a I can only maybe think of one, and it was a girl that I did date.
Okay.
Where like we had a first date, and then we went and got drinks afterwards at a different like we did a 2 location
Sure.
thing, and I think I texted you when I was pissing. I was like, "This is incredible."
Sure.
Like, and I was the girl I dated. For
a good.
because you were like we just clicked and we're talking. And I was like, dude, holy shit, this is what it's supposed to be like.
All right. So what I'm saying, all right, first date dinner. What like 150 is probably where I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Especially if they chose the location, because I think
No, I think
for this
100,
thing,
100 or less.
yeah,
I've been on so many bad dates, dude. I've been on so many first dates. They weren't bad; they were just fine. But it's just like,
all right, but I've been on so many bad first dates too.
yeah. But you probably got sex afterwards.
Yeah, and those were the worst dates sometimes.
I wouldn't even get any touch. Like I wouldn't even hug them.
I have so many first dates where I would rather paid $100 not to have done anything physical with the
So that's why you're like, okay, let me pay more.
yeah.
to not-
Well, because the issue also is when I was single and doing first dates and they got physical, a lot of it is that we sexted first.
Yeah.
So I gave
Yeah,
it
'cause
as
you put your foot. That's put foot
yeah, I
forward.
put my best dick forward.
Yeah,
I put
Your only
foot,
dick.
foot before dick, or no, dick before foot.
dick before foot. Yeah.
And we had sexted, sent photos, and been like, "Oh, this is what I'm gonna do to
God,
you."
so you sent photos before you even meet them?
Yes, generally.
Ugh.
But I learned the
Scary.
key to leading into it
Yep.
because
Yeah.
I do not believe, unless it was an accidental click, which has happened a handful of times, of unsolicited dick pics. There's been a few where I accidentally clicked a person, but usually it was or I guess the only time
You
I
accidentally sent dick pics?
Yeah,
Not to me.
I can only think of one
Not to me.
particularly. And it was to a girl that I used to chat with. And immediately I was like, and she had recently texted me because we just become friends at this point.
Yeah, she was at the top of the feed. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So top of the feed was a dangerous thing. I remember constantly deleting my sisters from the top of my Snapchat
because
feed.
you're like, dude, especially when you have that dangerous gun loaded in your photo reel.
You mean a hard cock?
Yeah,
It's a dangerous gun.
Yeah, hard cock. Because I've had that a couple times where you go, yeah, it's just dangerously loaded. So anytime you open, it's just in case. It's a scary thing.
There's one.
I always do. Anytime I take them and I've like sent them out, I delete them.
Oh, there's.
So now I don't have to worry about them.
I have such old dick pics in my phone.
That's wild.
But I remember,
also you go, damn, that dick looked good.
Well, it was the abs where I'm like, fuck, I missed
Well, also
that.
sometimes you go, that good angle.
No, I learned the angles. There was
never did.
There was
always like,
one time where I do remember my sister was at the top of the feed and I sent something. I'm like, oh shit. I responded to both of them recently and I don't remember who. And they weren't in the feed. So that's whoever got them didn't say, but that was a
oh my God,
congruent fear.
Oh Jesus. Yeah,
All
that
right,
would have been bad.
for a listener that I do believe still listens, Chase, that was Oscar night when you looked over my shoulder and saw my hard penis on a phone.
Oh.
The exact same night.
Because it was in your your phone.
But there was the one time where I for sure sent it to the wrong girl and immediately I texted her and I also sent her a private, an actual text, not over Snapchat. I was like, hey, so sorry I did this. Wrong person. And
This is your hard cock.
she was not upset at all because also she'd seen it before and she was like, oh, looking good. Also thought it was funny.
Looking good.
Well, because we'd talked.
That's a good
We were
compliment.
friends now and I think she had a boyfriend and it was like I was talking to a girl.
That's even
Obviously,
worse. She has a boyfriend.
well, it was like
You ruined their.
no, it was very obvious of like, hey, so sorry, and she'd seen it before, so,
So
it was
sorry,
fine.
you know I'm a whore.
Yeah, she's actually the godmother to my cats.
Jesus Christ.
She will never listen to this because why would she ever find this? But yeah,
She might be a diehard listener.
I highly doubt it.
We got a bunch of silent listeners.
Dude, I do
love
not
it.
think she's unless she clicked on the one time I posted this on my.
She goes, I actually love this.
The one time I posted this on my Snapchat is the only time she would have seen this.
And I post it on my Snapchat every time, and then I go, oh, I don't
Who's
want
looking at
I
this?
don't want
Yeah.
anyone to see
Yeah.
this. All right, so the next one is the episode was Born to Yell Bingo, which is a great title.
Which that relates directly to Wes and Gaming Off the Grid
Yes.
because
Dude, that
were you the
story-
one who found it or Wes was
Wes
one
is
of
the one that told me the story, but I had to tell you because it was so
We
funny.
gotta have him on the next month or
Oh,
something.
yeah, Wes needs to be on.
Yes.
Shout out to Wes.
A few of our diehards now. Well, right, because even we got a few Moist Mutuals as a Gaming Off the Grid fan.
Yep.
Shout out
I
White
think that would be. I
Noise.
think that'd be White Noise was in the 24-hour live
That's the
stream.
only person I know started here and went over there.
I think there's a few others maybe, but a lot of them.
A lot of them went from
Well, it makes sense
you
because
to yeah.
But then the options for that episode were the absence of attention.
Which that would have been about cancer.
Yep.
Because that was about why I became a freak show performer,
Absence
and
of attention.
we think it rooted from that. One of my sisters.
I like that but earlier you were failing at the game.
I know the story behind all these absence of attention. That well, if you said "born to yell bingo," all I know is that one story.
Yeah, it's always a quote from one specific story.
Well, and I know how that story relates to cancer actually.
Oh, does it? Okay. Jay's getting drunk.
I actually don't know.
He's drunk. I can tell.
I know that story was about a background or a back window windshield,
Yeah, like a decal, a car decal. Yeah.
And I know I guess I don't know if this came up in the episode, but I know I saw a decal once for a person we went to high school with that died of cancer. And that was
and
shit.
you saw them on the back of a.
And that was
Oh, Jesus.
That was another oh shit, this is real.
God,
So to
yeah,
me, that
because-
means that relates to cancer,
Yeah.
which also relates to my sideshow story, which is that. And what was the other name you gave?
Absence of attention. It's for cancer.
Yeah, because one of my sisters had cancer and the other one cured it. So we think that me becoming a sideshow performer came from me not getting any
Needed the
attention.
I
as
like
a
how you're
child.
starting to connect the dots, which is what I do with jokes.
Sure. Yes.
So I'm influencing you.
No, that is autism, my friend.
Young and dumb without direction.
That's just about us.
These are other options for
Okay,
this episode.
sure.
The way she tongues.
That's about that first kiss I had with a girl who every fucking that's insane. It's the same episode.
Yeah, that's how off all the board we are.
Because that's a story from a girl I kissed. She was in college. I was visiting her college town, but every kiss we did, full tongue. It was horrible. Literally, first to last kiss, full tongue.
That's wild. Even to peck, like just open tongue.
Yeah, no, and that girl was awkward as hell. She's,
Well, that's 'cause
let me tell you,
she didn't know how
she's
to
now
kiss.
a New York City runway model.
Holy shit! Hashtag humble brag.
No,
hashtag humble brag.
I am so. We didn't fuck because she had weird things about sex, but I ate that girl out every day when we hung out. Yeah.
And then the last option for Born to Yell Bingo was this might be my favorite, and this should have been a podcast episode title.
Okay.
We just Josh pecked.
What the fuck does that mean?
I think that was about when we kissed. Like we just pecked.
Oh, and you said Josh pecked.
And then I'm pretty sure we just Josh pecked.
If
that's a great title.
If it's that has to be a you because you're the only one who would say Josh pecked.
That is a great title. Also, we were trying to figure out Drogist.
Yes.
And I found Alcohol Awareness August.
I do not remember because I know I chose Drygist.
Yeah. And then my idea was Alcohol Awareness August AAA, and you go, and then I go, I actually really like Drogist.
Because I do not even remember. That is hilarious, but it's not good.
No,
we couldn't have done that.
Alcohol Awareness, because it's like, no, fuck that, dude.
Because it's AAA, but we take a month off. That was. I found that also. Let me just tell this story. That relates to one of my.
I love that I'm encouraging the tangents. That's what I want.
Well, you were just introducing me to thoughts. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I'm inspiring you.
One of my favorite thoughts or jokes, and you came up with this one, is from driving to my house. Is God, if I ever go into AA, I'm gonna join the one on your street because it is Alcohólicos Anónimos.
Yeah, it's an AA for Spanish, for Spanish speakers.
Yeah, I think there's a bigger because it's right next to a Spanish church.
Yeah, but it's
so we were pretty big Mexican.
AA. There's a giant sign that says Alcohólico Anónimos or
whatever Alcoholics Anonymous in Spanish is, but it is a few extra OHs. Dude. But also the funny because you were like, yeah, that way I'm truly anonymous because they'll never know who I am. But that is on my street, and it's the funny. Every time I pass it, it makes me laugh.
Well, what's so wild to me is what's make that so funny is there's an actual AA,
and it's a painted sign with a nice symbol and shit.
There's no other like most AAs like meet in churches or
right,
like
no, it's
like there's no
that's
other.
It.
Yeah,
it's just a building with
Spanish
that.
speakers have their own
Anonymous.
Yeah. The next episode is for Mime a Snake.
Okay.
So these are the options.
Because that was horse versus snake. I don't remember the other options.
Well, one of these is horse related. Okay. So the first one is what dirt wants.
Okay. Great. That might be about me and my sister digging holes when my dad was overseas.
Dude, I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to go back and listen. And then the other one, this actually, the pun at Mime a Snake is amazing.
Yeah.
But this title.
Because remember, I limited the options, so you're only reading the options.
I'm only limiting the options that you picked.
Right. So
there was others.
There's probably 6 others for every one of these episodes. These are all my favorite
these are
options.
Your tops.
Where I'm okay with any of these being the name.
So this one, I almost picked, but my mistake was perfect. America's Next Clydesdale. That's awesome.
What the fuck does that mean?
I think we're talking
to that episode and you'll hear him say that, or one of us say that at some point.
America's Next
because both those two, that and My Mistake, I'm saying you said.
I'm Your Flock. I think
that is the Josh episode.
That's the Josh episode. Check that out. That was with our friend Josh,
who is a religious
police officer. Which I don't even know if I think he deleted social media.
Sure.
So I
listen to the episode to learn about him.
But I haven't heard from him in a while. I know he used to listen, but we might have pissed him off.
Maybe I go on a lot of rants about religion.
So it was I'm Your Flock. Makes sense for that episode.
I apologize if I pissed you off. That is my personal view of religion, where I fully respect others' personal view because that's a lot of the shit going on in the world right now, which is insane.
This is an episode. This is a name from that episode. I'll Try Everything Once.
Sure.
He's hanking in there, which we made that joke today.
Yeah, we did.
And then The Kid Who Won a Goldfish.
Was that him?
Yeah, that's from the Josh episode.
Ooh, no, I don't even know. I don't win a goldfish.
I don't remember that story at all.
No, the only thing that makes me think of was a joke I wrote when it was during my hookup culture, and I believe I texted this to you. And I doubt this is from that episode, but it's a joke I wrote that I remember that I'm very proud of is I like making the girl remove the condom because then they walk around like a child who just won a goldfish at a fair.
Oh, dude, I forget it. It's so funny.
Because they literally walk around like this and it's just like, it's like they just won a goldfish.
So I'm coming across a bunch right now where it's just, these must have been, it's just the episode titles.
I chose it.
Because it's like Time Traveling Ziggy, Moist Mustache Man, Kissing Like a Vacuum.
Which is also about that. Oh, no, that's about a different girl I dated in college.
That just sucked. Crawdad Escapism.
Yep.
So this is an episode, Beavers and Kangaroos.
That's about who you want to be in the next life, because I chose beavers and you chose kangaroos.
So then the other options were mad and thirsty.
Okay.
Decent. And then I say this all the time.
Right.
I even said
hit me with it.
I even said this recently and people didn't get it.
Okay.
She goes to a different school. I love saying that.
That's probably about our prom stories.
I said that recently. I don't remember where I was, but I was like,
No, that's a great line no matter what.
We're like, I just goes, oh, you wouldn't know her. She goes to a different school. And what?
Because both of us dated girls who went to a different school.
It's just so fun to say that because it's like, oh, that obviously means you're making it up.
Yeah.
That was like the joke. And now I'm Dick Tracy's fan cast. I'm not going to leave this
Who
bed.
the fuck? Oh, don't want to leave this bed. I remember that
Yeah,
one.
Dare to be Wild, synchronicity.
Who knows what that's about?
Yeah, a lot of these like, ooh, cups and balls.
That's when we did the magic convention.
Yeah, so guess what? The other ones are magic related.
All right, what do we got?
Lots of scarves.
Yep, that's magicians. And that's also the episode where I almost shit myself.
And then the secret magician.
Right. Yeah, I do remember that.
Ooh, 1-star funeral. I forgot about that.
That's about, I was talking about a
Yelp reviewer. That's what.
It's a video channel that just did 1-star things.
Yeah, so
I don't know how we got on a funeral.
So how does this option relate to that episode?
Okay.
Candy or condoms?
Ooh,
Talking about funerals?
I do not know.
I don't know. And a lot of these, okay, now I'm getting into just like, just one-offs. Ooh, just guys being dudes. This is a recent episode.
That was recent.
This is from September. So just guys being dudes.
The other options?
We have, I'm a civilian.
I do remember saying that.
And then give them a story.
Oh, that was when I followed that person home and they started like swerving. Yeah.
Give them a story.
I do remember that.
Oh, playing with wires.
Yes.
Okay, so we didn't know what that episode was about. I still don't quite know, even though So I got the gold trophy. Shirt Mario Kart.
Oh, gotcha.
We're on one.
Oh, no.
And then right this way, folks.
The sideshow thing? I don't fucking
know, but yeah, playing with wires. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
And that's all I have in the feed.
All right.
That's kind of fun, dude.
Yeah, to look through what other options were and how they relate
Well,
and
what's
what
cool
the
about
stories
I
were.
have all the save files, so like I do have potentially all the
So
options
much,
for
yeah.
all of them.
Which, if that would be something fun to release if we ever go into a further, like if this ever gets bigger and we're like, oh, we can try to release more content for it.
Yeah.
That would be a fun like first instance thing.
Yeah. It's just, dude, 100 episodes, big fucking deal. Triple dig.
Give me another cheers.
Cheers. Jacob's drunk.
I'm drinking.
I can just tell because you're just, let me talk.
What, you want me to just let you read lines?
No, but it's different.
Yeah, because this can be a longer episode.
Yeah, I like it, dude. It's wild to think back. Like we did audio only. Like
Yeah.
we got this gear
For like a month, or no, for way more than
for
like
we got
30
this gear,
episodes, I bet.
And then we were like, oh, let's start filming on the iPhone. And we got an iPhone, and then I bought a camera, and now we're using a nice camera. And then like,
then like this Christmas, I got this sign.
Yeah, we had the sign, and then like we were having crackling issues with our mics, so we got new mic wires, and like all that, like growing pains, kind of like through. It's taken us a long time, and I don't think we're quite fully. No, I think we're pretty good.
Well, I mean,
But
it's as
obviously-
big as it needs to be.
But obviously, like the more you do it, the more you evolve, and the more
'cause
you
also-
the more you figure out like what works and what.
Well, 'cause
but also it's
also-
just us talking too. So like what?
But like you and I have each talked about doing a separate episode or a separate podcast.
Yeah, spin-off podcast.
Because I've thought about doing a sideshow historical one. You've thought about doing a vinyl compilation
Yeah,
one.
a music
I've
one,
talked
yeah.
about doing one with Izzy separately.
Yep.
And we've talked about doing a separate D&D one together.
Yep.
So this is all a learning curve for that. Where hopefully in the future we can just do a complete Moist Studios.
Yeah, the Moist Studios, which is badass, dude. And it's just like the. You just get like that. Yeah, and that's like the sound effect, and then just
Yeah.
Moist Studios. Like that'd be sick, dude. Like
Yeah.
I can just see that graphic.
Well,
It's
one-
just a water droplet.
You're
Moist
already
Studios.
working on yours currently.
Yeah, I've started working on it. I've got to whiteboard it out. I've
Because
got
what
a
you've
na-
thought of the idea. Have you done a test yet?
I haven't test recorded yet.
Because I would say do a test record, have me listen to it, and then I will give you truly honest feedback of like
what's
where
gonna
to
be,
lean.
What's gonna be tough is like I have an idea. I've had this idea, no joke, for years.
Well, I mean, it's
It's
obvious
easy,
choice,
but it's like it's just like a one-off where I deep dive into vinyl. So each episode would be about a specific album.
not only the album, but the printing, the band history.
Maybe talk about favorite songs, what the album looks like.
But that's also something where I would love if every other I gave you one of mine. So it wasn't even like one you were like, this has always been my favorite, but like a album of music.
But then also like, obviously that would be the majority of the podcast, but then you would have episodes where it's like, what are my top 5 favorite vinyls? What are my top 5 favorite, like, so you'd have like,
what's the most expensive one I own?
Yeah,
that kind of shit.
You have kind of these spin-offs, but then it'd be very just band specific. It'd be more scripted of a podcast, so it would take some time,
Slightly
but also
historic.
But also it's going to be weird. I'm like nervous to start trying to record it.
Yes.
Because it's weird talking to yourself. Like I'd be
And
by
it's
myself in
not
a room.
this.
I'd be by myself in a room just being like saying something with no bounce back. So that's like
something we could look into is literally your podcast and my podcast. Because what my idea for a personal podcast would be a sideshow podcast where I go into the history of. I would start from the beginning of sideshow performers, freak show performers, and just telling their story. Something we could do is literally when we record this is also then afterwards record the next one and be one person talking to the other person.
And the other person just like sits
riffing.
there. Oh, okay. So the other person doesn't know the facts?
Or is learning with the audience.
But then I'm like, is that just Moist Monday?
It might be. Yeah. No, that's something I'm not tied to whatsoever, nor have I thought of it before this.
That would be, but then it's also like, that just becomes Moist Monday, but also one person came prepared. Yeah. Which is what I do every time.
Where it's, fuck off. You do not every time. You prepare after every time at least.
No, I'm glad I came up with that game today. That was a fun game.
Me too. I got 5 out of 10. Which is not bad.
No, not bad based on how...
All right, I'm going to choose a random title. You fucking tell me the description.
Yeah. I even scrolled through them over the weekend and like... dude, a lot of them are tough, dude. I'm not going to get it. I guarantee it.
2.5 mannequins.
Fuck. 2.5 mannequins. That's a great title name.
It is.
Dude, it's probably about some bullshit. Is this when we got Hank? This is like the debut of Hank?
I don't think so, because it's September 22, so no, because I got him probably in November because he was on sale.
What does the description say?
They discuss ER, junior high school, fast food, and Robert's debut as a new character. They then discuss the Tough Mudder weekend they had and highly recommend a different podcast.
So that was part of Dragist?
No, that was right. That was September 5th, right before Dragist. Wait.
What the fuck?
I don't know. We talked about past Tough Mudders then.
Oh, that was the debut of Tony Pepperoni?
Maybe. All right.
Tony Pepperoni.
Oh,
I don't even know how to do the voice anymore.
I literally clicked on one you said earlier. All right. Save a Horse. Oh, shit. That's
Save a Horse. That's about me and my tattoos and vacation in Michigan.
It's because Jacob's health problems. A story from
I forgot you had health problems. Like your brain was going to die or something.
All right. So something I learned from that recently.
Is that going away?
Yes. Okay, no, good. I no longer have cummy eggs. But do you know that lines up with literally the week before I got cummy eggs? I talked to you and Taylor about doing just like literally sex magic of coming with intentions of improving your life, and like a week later my brain started exploding every time I came.
Because you're adding pressure to coming.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
At least once I tried to come thinking about Moist Monday.
Yeah, you did.
You write it on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I remember.
And you come on the piece of paper. And that
so
is
you
chaos.
Did that?
I did that once.
What'd you write on the paper?
Moist Monday.
Just the name?
Yes. What? How specific do you want me to get?
You gotta be
thinking about you and stroking.
You can't just write like, oh, Mad Men, and then jerk off. Like, what is that gonna?
A new season of Mad Men.
Oh, it's just like just announced. I did it. I came into it.
No,
that'd be awesome, dude.
I should have to pee now just from how hard I don't know. But like, it was directly after that, I believe, that I started getting my cummy eggs, which was. I never had a doctor look at it,
that's
but
what happens.
From description, it was literally the back of my brain was bursting every time I came and leaked into my spinal cord.
Well, that's what happens when you introduce that kind of freaky voodoo magic into your life. It disrupts you. Well, we probably need to end this episode because you got to take a piss.
Either way, I have to pee right now. We hold off on.
We got to end the episode.
We can do the ending again.
Jacob's drinking.
Fuck off. Hey, bud.
And he's back. How's it feel?
Oh, that bladder release was exquisite.
Oh, damn. Feels really good. But
It's so great to pee.
yeah.
All right, if you can only pee or poop, we're not talking about benefits or anything regarding health. Truly just the experience. Because what, you pee like 5 times a day, but you poop once? Which would you choose if you could only do once?
Oh, pee.
You'd rather pee 5 times a day than poop once a day?
Yeah, because as a man, peeing is so much like, dude, standing up.
But have you never enjoyed pooping?
I have, but most of the time I don't.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
All right, I mean, if we're talking about getting rid of diarrhea
Yeah.
or a spiky shit, then yeah, I would choose peeing.
But also, like, there's so many good. Also, like that, like
a good pee
and also
is something.
The post-sex pee where it pushes. Yeah, dude. And then also when you've been holding it for a long time, peeing, and then also standing up, you can pee wherever you want.
That's true.
You know?
Well,
Yeah,
I
think as a man peeing.
Sure.
Yeah.
That you
Good
sold
quit.
me on
Yeah,
it. You
dude.
sold me on pissing.
Because not every poop is a good poop.
Right, but every pee is fine.
Every pee's
at
fine,
least.
or at least amazing.
I've never had a bad pee.
But sometimes you go. Sometimes
Also-
you verbally
Also, peeing in a bush, great.
peeing in snow.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
All right, no, you just fucking sold me.
Have you ever peed on a fire?
Yes, but never peed a fire out.
But it changes like
the
the color.
heat on your penis.
Oh, it's fucking awesome, dude. I remember peeing on a fire one time. I lit a couch cushion on fire at a park.
Was it on the couch?
No, it was like I was a young kid. And
Okay,
we were
I
at,
have something to talk to you about, but we should save it for a next episode.
but we were at a park and there was a couch cushion and we lit it
Yeah.
on fire and we were like, oh fuck, it got bigger than we thought. Because we were young kids and we were idiots.
all right, let's hear the story.
That was the story.
Who were you with? Why'd you light a couch
I
cushion on
don't
fire?
know who I was with. That's
Anyone?
I was visiting my dad.
Oh,
I was visiting my dad.
Was this the park that you waited for that one girlfriend at?
Different park. But yeah,
Oh.
same town.
Okay.
Same town.
Same town, different park.
So I was visiting my dad for the summer. He lived in a small town, so I wasn't there a lot. But over the summer, I'd stay with him for like a week. So I was hanging out with some guy. I don't remember who it was. Probably one of the
When
neighbors.
you say guy, how old was he?
Probably my age.
All
Like
right.
we were kids.
How old were you?
Probably 15.
Okay.
13, 15.
That's a fun age to be on
fun
stuff.
Age, fun age because you're just like, let's fuck around. And,
Well, like my dick's at least kind of
literally,
adult
like
size.
I would visit him and he would work during the day, so I would just and I'd just be outside.
Were there? He has other kids, doesn't he?
Yeah, but they're younger. I would hang out with them, like, but they were younger.
All right, so you didn't like really interact with those siblings?
I did a little bit, but like they were younger. But like,
Okay.
but like literally at that age, you just go outside and you just kind of find people.
Be free.
You just kind of find people and then cause trouble with them.
a weird
which
thing
is
to
weird.
do.
And then also small town. It's like
Makes me nervous to have kids.
yeah, because you just find people.
They do shit.
But like he lived right across from a school that like did eventually get tore down. So like at this point the school was closed.
We got a name on the school?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But they built a new one in a different town because it was such a small town that it was like 4 towns where it was like an
They
elementary
sent
school.
them, yeah.
Yeah.
They shipped them
So
off.
they like this school was getting shut down. It was super old, but the playground was still built. I think it was like a fence. Like you weren't allowed to be in there, but we were like, fuck it.
You can climb them.
Yeah, we climbed it. So we get in there and I don't know where the couch cushion came from. But we lit it on fire and we were like,
Was
oh.
it on a part of a couch?
Yeah, but we were outside and the
Well,
couch
no,
cushion.
I'm saying when you say couch cushion, did you pull the couch cushion off a couch?
I don't
or
remember where it came from. I just remember we had a couch cushion underneath.
But do not remember the couch.
No.
Okay.
The couch cushion, we had it underneath the playground. Okay. So it was like kind of hidden and we lit it on fire because they're like, no one will see this. And then all of a sudden it grew big and we're like, oh, fuck. How do we put it out?
How many people do you think at this
It's just
point?
me and this guy. Me and this
One
dude.
other guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were like, how do we put this out? And we were like, let's pee on it.
Yeah. Did you see this guy's dick?
No, so we like took turns pee on it. But I remember we'd like, I'll pee on it.
You didn't see it.
No, but like then the color changed the fire and I was like, oh, that's cool as fuck. And then we were like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. This is bad.
All right. Honest question. How many other men's penises have you seen in person?
I mean, I've seen a decent amount at gyms. Does that
Okay.
count? Like
If-
old men dicks.
How many do you think among them?
I don't know, because like when I was younger, I remember seeing
Because I haven't seen a single gym penis.
ever really.
Not that I can remember. I remember
remember-
old men like being kind of nude-ish, but I don't remember
Dude,
seeing
old
the
men
penis.
confidence is what I want to have because it's always like not good.
Sure, yeah.
But also, a shriveled penis is never good to see. But
Sure.
I remember seeing a ton when, like, I'd go to Colorado. Call back. I go to Colorado when we go to, like, the hot springs.
Yeah. Land of the penises.
You know, also they have nude hot springs, so like at a certain time everyone gets naked.
Yeah, so Cocktober. I don't know.
Yeah, Cocktober. But
God,
then
we
also
should do that one year.
we're just wearing socks.
It's just a blur. While
It
we
sounds
record.
so uncomfortable. The entire time I'd be like,
Isn't that weird that we are best friends, but we have not seen each other's penises whatsoever?
that's because I'm not that kind of person.
Well, no, I'm saying, I guess I have one friend who I mentioned this podcast has seen my penis on
Hey,
accident.
sorry, your erect penis.
A photo.
I'm shocked I haven't even seen a photo. You accidentally sent it to me.
So there's been times where I will mention something and I'll bring up the photo. I'm like, ooh, like around it are just my dick. So I'll delete that.
Yeah. Or you're like, don't scroll, don't swipe. I'm giving you my phone. But then also, I think like in part of your mind, you're like, he's gonna swipe.
I have no need for you to see my dick.
Yeah, I don't. Well, and also, I don't.
I have zero accomplishment over you from it.
Well, and also, I don't have anything to show off.
Mine is also just fine.
I just also go, oh, that's a penis.
Yeah,
I go a little straight for my taste, but
Sure, yeah. You got a curved one? A little bit to the right?
I think so, probably.
Yeah?
but not. It's not like you look at it, you go, oh, that's a curveball.
All right, do you want to know the one thing I've heard about your penis?
You've heard something about my penis. Okay, yeah.
You have a Neapolitan cock.
I think I used to.
Oh.
I think I used to.
Which means brown, white, and pink. I have heard.
I think that's
You
gone
obviously know how I've heard
Yeah,
that.
I think that's gone away.
I probably heard it while we were best friends.
I think
still,
that's gone
from
away.
someone you dated. Is that you had a very brown sectioned, white sectioned, and then pink sectioned penis?
Well, penis is broad into 3 seconds.
Well, no, like I have skin tone to my penis, but like the varying degree is not extreme.
See, that's wild to think because I've looked at it a lot recently.
Okay.
Not just because I'm like, jerking off probably. And I think it's
Shout out to those who have made it this far to our 100th episode.
it was getting weird comedy.
No,
Mark
but
Norman.
This is a good section to talk about.
I think
You've had that before.
I think I did
though.
have a weird shading to
Did
it.
go brown, white, pink?
Yeah, I think, but it was.
Which
it wasn't,
mine goes
it wasn't,
tan,
it
less
wasn't
tan.
as extreme as just saying the colors.
Which is what I heard about.
Yeah,
I heard
she-
Neapolitan cock.
Also, I feel like she has talked shit about me.
What? That's not talking shit. Like a color difference is not insultive.
It might
is
be.
definitive.
I think that color. I think that's gone now.
Are you even?
I think I evened it out. I think I
So
went tanning.
I think the only thing
I don't
I've
even know
ever.
how that would happen. Like blood. Maybe it's blood flow.
Isn't it like scar
What's
to the
wild
middle?
is she never said that to me.
Just to me.
Yeah, I think it was she was trying to just make fun of me.
I didn't take it as making fun of it. It was a.
Yeah, and you went, ice cream.
I'm hungry. I like 2 of those. I mean, who needs a strawberry?
Strawberry's a good flavor.
In your case, you would need the strawberry because I imagine that's a tip.
I mean, that's where the cream comes from. Jesus Christ.
Because the only thing I've definitively said about my dick on this is that it is very straight.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I did
because you started a fire.
Because the original.
It's wild you've heard feedback from my dick.
Because like Izzy's mentioned my dick before, but also she's been drunk and whatever, so she'll
I
exaggerate.
don't remember.
No, and also I don't need the specifics. All I have to brag about my dick is it's extraordinary straight.
I know that
Because I believe it happened because I didn't know how to masturbate in the beginning, so
Yeah.
I just started a fire. Which, if you're on video, it's just
I think you talked about this yesterday.
literally 2 episodes ago. Yeah. Which I always think that's a funny conversation.
It's so funny. But also, like, I am self-aware enough to know that I am just, like, I'm not impressing anybody. It is what it is. You
I
know?
know statistically, I am right above average, and that is where I'm happy to sit.
I think I measured it once. I don't even remember what it was, but I was like, not anything to talk about.
Not small, not big. It's just fine.
But also, it is kind of wild to think about, like, because sometimes I look at it, like when I'm wearing skinny jeans, and I go, ugh. And then I'm gonna get when it fully evolves, I go, okay,
We got something.
It's like that's the growth difference.
when we
I would say the growth difference.
all right,
the
what
growth.
is the average flaccid dick? Are you willing to talk about where you compare to that? Because I am.
I've never measured.
I am sure I'm below average.
Oh, I'm below average on flaccid.
No,
because
I am-
I wear skinny jeans, dude. It's fucking compressed. It's fucking put
It
away.
is strangled.
And it looks like I hate it. It looks like shit. Who's measuring a flaccid penis? Because nobody wants to see a flaccid cock. That's why, like, the confidence of the old men at the
All right,
gyms.
average flaccid length.
I knew this episode would come to penises
All right,
eventually.
the men's average flaccid penile. I hate when they say penile because that's not.
That's what it's called. Dude.
That's not a word. The men's average flaccid penile length 2.82 inches at baseline. Maybe I might be rocking that.
2.8.
2.8. That's like that big, right?
I just always look at my pinky.
Well, because usually a knuckle's about 1. So you think
how
like,
far is my pinky? Because I think flaccid a little bit smaller than my pinky.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a little bit smaller.
All
But
right, so if average flaccid is 2.85, 2.82, I'm fine with that.
yeah, that's fine.
32% to 9. What? In 12 months? I don't know what those statistics mean. The overall men's flaccid penile length, 10.73. Oh, that's bigger than the other average we said. They said it was slightly more than reported by Veal.
The overall flaccid is 10 inches?
No, 10 centimeters.
Can you imagine 10 inches just
This one says 9
dangling?
centimeters.
10 inches dangling?
14 centimeters for stretch length. Who the fuck is doing? No.
Stretch length?
I'm not pulling it and seeing what that's at. No, it's rather
No.
soft or hard.
It's like, no,
and
it's
we measure from the base, none of the balls thing. 'Cause
Oh,
I've heard
yeah,
of that.
because the balls will go
I
further
am
back.
To
No, it's
the
it's
body,
the top.
and then I'm pushing as far into the body as I can.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Wait, not far, but it's something, and that is the average.
Well, but if you think about it, the penis goes in you a little bit.
I think the penis technically goes I think it goes over an inch inside
Yeah,
of
so
you.
it's like-
but I'm like, I can't use that.
Well, you could.
Yeah.
If you ever like flex it and you get that little extra centimeter.
Sure, yeah. Or just you pretend like this is your normal place and like just hips out.
And you just go,
But like,
if I can't breathe.
If I have a bank account, but my savings account has a minimum amount, I'm not counting that in my overall number.
so my bank account minimum is $5. You have to have $5 in there.
Yeah, I'm
So I
not
don't-
throwing that on my leg.
It's like, okay, yeah.
No, I'm $1,000 and $5.
Yeah, I'm $7 rich. Oh, I meant $2.
That's only 2 if you really measure it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only if
Speaking of my friend who just got married,
he dropped his mic.
horsecock.
Damn, she's married to that shit.
No, one time because it was
So
always
you
a
saw
joke.
his penis?
No, I haven't seen it. It was always a joke that his dick was big.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Check out popping pennies to see who we're talking about.
Yeah, and see
but
his
one
penis.
time when we were all joking about it, he went like, I don't know, measurement, and he clapped before it, and that's what started this.
He
went
clapped.
He went and just went way too big to guess measurement. I've heard stories of what it is, and it's more impressive than mine.
The fact that if you're saying a measurement and for your penis
And you start with a clap.
well, you start with a clap and then you have to use
draw
and then you have to
attention.
use 2 hands. that's where you go. Okay.
well, yeah, it's on.
Yeah. It's like, oh, thumb to pinky, because thumb to pinky, that's probably
Oh, I'd be fun.
yeah, thumb to
Maybe.
pinky. That's probably that's a decent cock. That might actually be pretty close.
Well, that's 5 to 7 inches, which I'll
Yeah.
say I'm within.
Yeah,
I'm happily within 5 to 7.
I'm happily within the average, but I'm above average in other things.
What the beard growth?
School.
I'm a president.
I'm a president, baby. Yeah. It always comes back to dicks. It always comes back to
Oftenly it does.
jack
We're
it off.
men. It's the only thing we can measure.
It's the only thing It's the only thing. That's what's wild. Now that I'm getting older and becoming more self-aware, it is super wild to be like, jacking off is going to be the one and only consistent thing in my life. Like, you know what I mean?
No, that's it. Well, it's been the only thing consistent since I was 14.
And-
literally, the
and
only
you-
thing.
and you will-
including like my friendship,
Yeah.
like with you.
Yeah, literally.
Not as consistent
It
as me
will,
jacking
it
off.
will be the only consistent thing
I
you
do
will
till the
have
day I die.
to the day you die.
Fuck.
The only consistent.
So it's probably 14 to however old we get.
72.
We'll have 60 years of jacking off
Yeah.
and 60 years of nothing else.
Yeah. You'll have things that are close. You're like, oh, I was married for 30. Yeah, but I've been jacking for 60.
Yeah, no, not even.
It's the only thing that's consistent,
All right,
baby.
because I think of my parents, not of them jacking off, but of their marriage.
But your dad.
I believe my dad was 18 and my mom was 19.
Yep.
So you think
Married young.
that's possibly a 3 to 4 extra years on that?
Yeah.
That's
So your
wild.
dad started jerking off 14, probably?
Probably. I don't know.
I mean, if you got married that young, maybe 12.
Isn't that weird that at this point in life, I am a little curious about my parents' like sex life when they were younger? Like I'm just curious what they experienced before they found each other. Because they found each other so
You're curious
young.
about their sex life when they were younger or now?
Yeah, I'm curious about what did they have before each other? Anything? They were literally 18 and 19.
Because
they could not drink at their own wedding.
Did they sleep with other people?
I would assume so. Because I
Like
know
not many.
that's
Maybe 2.
all right. Because part of it is also my mom wants to be a moist mutual or a moist boy.
But like we can't talk about this.
Yes, we can. I would be okay with that. It's so long ago. I am curious.
But then I would be like, can we talk about your sex life now?
I'd be okay with it.
Because I'm curious because
I hope they get it.
because they're retired grandparents.
They're not retired yet, but they're very close.
You know what I mean?
They're
Like,
grandparents.
but they're thriving.
Also, just as a suggestion for us in our future endeavors, like Izzy and I are engaged,
Yeah, how do you-
and
yeah,
that's
how
a
do you-
thing. Like,
how do you
do
keep
you
it-
guys schedule it?
No, dude, I think your parents kind of are just like.
I have heard scheduled sex is the best sex.
Because you look forward to it.
Well, like,
Also, you probably wouldn't jerk off leading up to it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I've heard people who do like 2 times a week, but they have days planned that those are the best.
So what do they block off? An hour, 2 hours, or it's just like a night?
Sure.
Is it just
I
like-
mean, it
so-
depends how you're feeling.
So
probably.
maybe it's like a scheduled sex night, but it's also a date night. So it's like let's go out for dinner and have drinks.
That's dangerous though, because Izzy and I have tried that, and we're like, I am so fucking
I'm so full because we had a good meal.
Yeah, or it's just like popcorn, and you're like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, and how do you prep for sex? That'd be a question for
Soup?
you. In the shower. That's what you do after. That's what you do when the lady
sad.
leaves.
All right. If we're talking,
How do you prep?
Okay.
Like if you have a lady coming over.
if I have a day off and I know I'm gonna have sex tonight,
Yeah, you have a scheduled
but-
sex
all right,
session.
I'm gonna say I'm not having dinner with her. If
Yeah.
I had to choose my ideal, all right,
do you
you
prep?
also think of this
Yeah, how do you
ideal
prep?
situation. You are pretty sure you've traded nudes.
Yep.
So you're like, all right, when we hang out, we're gonna have sex. It's fine.
No, it's a scheduled sex.
Yes.
Let's say a scheduled
Basically
sex.
guaranteed,
How do you
yeah.
prepare for it? Not eating together. What do
all
you
right,
do?
we're talking. You
and
wake up.
and she's coming over.
You all right? Coming over to our place. All right. You wake up. I'm gonna have probably not a breakfast, but I will make sure I drink a glass of water before noon.
Yep.
All right. If we're talking a noon lunch, I'm gonna say a light sandwich.
Yep.
But a real sandwich. I'm gonna have a little bit of lettuce, slice of cheese, couple layers of turkey.
Nice. Okay. Nice deli sandwich.
Yeah.
With a nice crunch to it.
Dinner.
Yeah.
That's because we're getting close to it.
Let's say she comes over.
Are we going out to dinner?
No, let's say she's coming over at like 8:00.
All right, so it's post everything,
post
and
everything.
it's just you're probably gonna
Yeah,
fuck.
just
All right,
fucking.
so I don't have a dinner to give off attention because if I'm saying attention, it's probably gonna be like soup and a sandwich.
Yeah.
All right, but like dinner, just me or just me alone. I'm gonna do something solid but not too heavy.
Yeah.
Maybe a mac and cheese base esque with a
Okay.
meat.
So you're gonna carbo load.
Optional.
You're gonna carbo load.
I'm gonna prep for it.
You're gonna carbo load.
Not too spicy because I don't want my butt to be weird.
Yeah, and you
I'm gonna
don't
say
want
mac and
and you don't want anything slippery because you don't want your butt to be weird either.
I'm gonna say mac and cheese chicken nuggets as a just solid.
I feel like that may be too much for
Is
me.
it?
For me, that might be too much.
light nuggets. 5 nuggets.
Oh, 5 nuggets and
5
then,
nuggets
and then
and
one bowl.
one serving of
yeah,
mac and
one
cheese.
bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Which is similar to like a hamburger helper if you're like, ooh, I don't want to be too full.
Just one bowl.
Like a
yeah.
small chunk.
Yeah. And then she comes over and you're prepared. Do you jerk off that day?
If so, at like 10.
When you wake up.
Or maybe like 1 between.
Okay.
Give yourself a practice.
My problem would be if I had the
Not
day.
too early, but not so it doesn't linger. Because I've made the option of jacking off way too much where you're like, ooh, I'm kind of sore now.
Yeah, and also nothing's left in the tank.
Right. Well, that's fine. I'm not trying to get her pregnant.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Unless she's like, I want
That's her
something.
kink, yeah.
Yeah, like if we're planning on like a facial situation, that's a whole other thing, which I've never actually planned for. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never done.
Well, because that's a
I think I maybe have done that, but I've never planned for it.
Yeah, but that you want a full tank
yeah,
just for the show. You want her to know she did well.
yeah, well, yeah. It's fireworks,
But like,
baby.
I prefer at least
Get
second.
that spider webs
yeah.
and pancake batter.
I want, yeah. I don't want a pancake.
Sloop, sloop.
At most, what's the French one?
Oh, you want a crepe?
Yeah, at most I want a crepe.
It's
for
so
her.
thin,
Yeah.
dude. The problem is if a girl was coming over and I
Mac
had
and
the,
cheese is dangerous.
and I had the day off, yeah, it's slippery.
Yeah.
And I had the day off,
Well,
I'd be so
are
nervous.
we doing a breakfast? Are you doing coffee in the morning?
I'd be so nervous all day. I'd try and sleep in as much as I could to distract
All
myself.
right, so let's say wake up at like 11.
Yeah. And then I would drink some coffee and then I
Okay.
go, I gotta get out of the house.
You're adjusting the temperature already?
Yeah, but coffee will make me poop immediately.
Good idea.
Yeah, so then I get that out
Okay,
of my,
she's in the ass play.
yeah, get that out of my system.
Yeah.
So then I'll go, I'm gonna go on a walk, maybe run. You know?
Okay.
Just to
what time are we thinking?
Just like, you know, this
1
is,
to 2?
Yeah, 1 to 2. Just to like just
before
to
or after lunch?
so this is like right after I have my coffee.
So like a
I
10 to
haven't,
11.
yeah, I haven't
okay.
haven't eaten. Just to kind of get, you know, calm myself.
All right.
And then I'll get home. You know, I'll make a light deli sandwich, toasted.
I think sandwiches
Yeah.
toasted. Great. Yeah.
amazing.
Dry it out.
Maybe
yeah.
a bag of chips, a small bag of chips. You know,
Sure.
that's my normal lunch.
One
That's my normal lunch
bag
on a
of-
given
yeah.
day. And then I'd have to distract myself with something to do.
Right.
And I'd probably
Let's even pretend
I
you're
clean-
not. Let's pretend you're not talking this day because I hate texting before a date. Because what you're not even gonna talk about your day.
No,
what are you
'cause-
doing? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you got to save it.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I'd probably clean. I'd probably like stress about
Sure.
cleaning, make sure everything
So
like
I'll just
candles,
at least sweep and Clorox wipe.
make sure
Yeah.
everything smells good. You
Nothing
know, get out.
crazy,
And
yeah.
then I wouldn't want to shower too soon because I wouldn't want to. I want to smell clean.
But you kind of
But I
want your
don't
own
want it-
smell in there.
But so I would probably shower. I'd probably get a little nervous and shower at like 4.
okay.
if she's not
'Cause
coming
we're
till-
playing on 8, right?
Not coming over till late. So then
Okay.
I'd shower. You know, I take my time in the shower. You know, I do a
All
little
right.
bit
Any
cleaning.
dick touching in the shower?
Dick touching?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't really do that in the shower.
No. Okay.
No. I'd probably if I was gonna jerk off that day, I'd probably do it when I woke up.
I'm asking, would you? You know you're gonna fuck that. You were planning to fuck that night.
No.
You're not gonna jerk
I would
off
just
at
make
all?
sure I clean everywhere,
Okay.
and then I would just get dressed, put on this gold chain that I'm wearing. Get that.
All right. So you're going in fresh.
yeah, you gotta maybe
'Cause I
spritz
will-
a little cologne.
I will generally jerk before I know I'm having sex.
I might do it that morning, but
but would that be a pre or would that just be a morning one?
it might be just me. It's gonna be a both. It's
Okay.
gonna be- but then also I would probably, if she's coming over to my place, right before I showered, I would start drinking.
Really? How early? 2 hours before?
So like
She's coming over at 8.
I would start to shower at like 4, and then I would crack a beer and have a beer in the shower. Like I wouldn't
Okay, a
hard
beer.
I wouldn't hard drink, but I'd have a few. I'd have a few beers.
beers,
Yeah, I'd have
sure.
a few beers,
Yeah, that's fine. 2 beers before a date. I'm
and
good
then I would,
with.
and then I would put on a.
And this is the plan that she's coming over to your place.
So I'd make sure everything looks good. I'd put like a record on, so I started listening to records.
What record? Fucking
I
tell
don't,
me.
I don't know because I would. The first couple
She
records.
has a very basic.
no, but the first couple records would be for me just to set the
All right,
mood for
all right,
records.
wait, let's talk about her for a second. You ask her favorite music. She's like, let's say Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Like,
I don't have any of
not
that.
bad, but still pretty normal.
So I'd probably do Chris Stapleton. If she said her favorite artist
Okay,
was Taylor
Chris
Swift.
Stapleton.
Because I have Chris Stapleton on album. Fantastic record.
Sure.
From a Room Volume 1. Incredible record.
That's not a bad choice.
Because it's a country rock album.
yes.
It's a great, and also I do like that album. It's a great.
No,
yeah, that-
I don't mind
And
Chris
it's
Stapleton.
a double. I think it's a double LP, which is pretty badass. So
Because also it's nice to choose a thing that you can explain.
Yeah.
Just as a little bit of
Well,
like,
and also something
I
I-
know something.
and it's
like,
also
not
something that
quite
I don't know-
or mansplaining.
it's not something that I like. It's not like, oh, this is my favorite record, but it's
But-
just like, oh, I know pulling this out.
First date, a fun fact is such a good key
Yeah.
moment. Yeah.
It's tough because you, as a vinyl collector, you kind of put that pressure on you of like, what are you gonna play?
All right,
because you could
it-
have something playing when they walk in, and then you go, hey, you pick something.
All right, because if it was a girl came over to my place and I had to choose and she had a pretty normal
Taste,
music
yeah.
taste.
Yeah, because you don't want to do
What-
anything
what-
too aggressive.
No, nor too indie nor too normal. Because I'm not gonna do like my Lady Gaga album, which I love. But
I mean, that's like, but also that's something that she would know.
but also it's a if you're playing a vinyl, you want it to impress a little bit.
You do it. You do it for impression. Yeah.
A little bit, because
Yeah.
you want to be known as a person who has a record collection,
And taste in music.
right? Yes, because if someone had a normal taste in music, I don't know what I would choose honestly right now.
Yeah, it's tough. Because your music taste is so weird and all over the board.
Right.
So like if a normal.
What is a normal
Yeah.
taste, but also a little bit something that you think they would enjoy? Honestly, right now I'm thinking like a Mumford and Sons.
Mumford & Sons, that's a great pick. That'd be fun in general.
Because that's a good
What
one.
about what about Hungarian synth pop?
Right, yeah, which I just got from that record set. Yeah.
You're just like, oh my god, this makes me horny.
This is my other one. I just lost it literally. Who's
Simon and Garfunkel?
No. Who is Stevie Nicks lead singer for?
They have the album The Rumors.
Fleetwood Mac, yeah. Fleetwood Mac is always a safe one.
Oh yeah.
Most girls love Fleetwood Mac.
No, it's Stevie Nicks. Yeah, obviously.
No, if they don't love it, they know it.
They know it. Yeah.
And that's always one of where you're like, oh yeah, this is their best album, and you can say some fun facts. I try to have fun facts planned.
What about playing some Joan Jett? Was that a tough play?
It's an okay one.
That's also like
If we're talking Joan Jett, I have to know she's at least a little bit of an old rock. Same with like Pat Benatar.
I got a Joan Jett's greatest hits.
That's not a bad one.
But also, it's like sometimes she could be like, "Oh, I'm like a powerful woman."
Yeah.
So then it's like,
so greatest hits would be a good of like you would at least recognize some of these. Because that
and
might
also it is kind of like you're playing it to impress.
because
but
the
then
risk
it will
is
be
also that
background.
they're not really into music.
Yeah, been there, done that. That's fuck.
Yeah, because you hooked up with a girl who just wasn't into music, right?
Yep. I told that story before on the podcast. It's still
Because I have one similar to that, but tell yours real quick.
dude. So I was hooking up with this girl. I met this girl through a friend, which is always one of my dreams. Is like meet someone fucking in real life.
We're trying.
What does that mean?
We're working on it.
Don't.
We don't have anyone up right now.
Makes me nervous.
We've lost the ones we've adapted.
Okay, so I met this girl. We hung out once or twice before, and I was like, "Hey, you want to come over?" And so she came over, and so I was like, "I put on a vinyl, you know." And then like she came over.
Do you know what you put on?
I'd probably Green Day or something. That's always a good.
It's not a bad one.
Like a Dookie. That's a a classic.
Sure. They'll know it.
Yeah, they'll know it. But then like she came over, and I was like, "Hey, I want to put on a record. What's your favorite band?" And she was like, I don't really have one. And I was like, okay, well, do you have like a favorite song? Like, yeah, I have like a lot of vinyl. Like, what's your favorite song?
Because it's weird to start being like, what style are you in?
Yeah, because you don't
it's
want
a reach.
Yeah, and then
you're secure enough in your own musical standpoint that you think you can adapt. Yeah.
And then she was like, I don't really have a favorite song. And I was like, well, okay, yeah, that's totally fine. I get.
Do you like?
listen to it. So I was like, can you just name a band? I was like, you don't have to name your favorite. Just name a band.
Yeah.
And she goes, I can't. And so at that point, I'm kneeling by my record shelf going, like looking out to her like,
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I guess I'll pick one.
Any idea what you picked?
I don't remember. At that point, I was like,
I would have just done like classic. At that point, I would have done fucking Def Leppard or like
yeah.
Queen.
So at that point, I was like, this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
So then we hung out.
And
the punchline to the joke is that it's not going to work out, but I did sleep with her more than once.
Never sleep with a woman who doesn't like music more than once.
But
yeah.
I've evolved the story. There's more to it, and I think this adds to the.
Yeah, you dug more in.
Yeah, that dug more in because this did happen that night. So I put on the record. We're hanging out, and then she goes, "Hey, do you care if I go in your bathroom and smoke?
Okay.
Like smoke weed?"
Sure.
And I was like, "Yeah, that's totally fine."
Physical smoke. That is a toss up.
I was like, "Yeah, that's totally fine," because apparently she was
Where
like,
were you? Current apartment,
first floor. Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah,
two ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was like, I was like, "Yeah, it's totally fine."
Yeah.
She didn't invite me.
Oh.
So she gets up to go smoke, and then she locks the door.
Okay.
She locks the door to my bathroom and smokes.
Where she's smoking weed.
Smokes alone,
which you would enjoy.
Yeah, smokes alone in my apartment, and I'm sitting there listening to an album that I picked that I wanted her to pick. And guess what? Still slept with her.
How was it?
Fine. And guess what? Slept with her multiple times.
Really?
Yeah, because then we hung out for a while, and like I slept over at her place a few times.
Sure.
But it was like, what the fuck? You couldn't even. So music is like how it connects people. You couldn't even name a artist to begin with, and then you're like, "Can I smoke in your bedroom?" And then,
that's wild.
But like with music playing, I heard I heard the door lock.
No,
so she didn't even want me walking in.
Because that's
my apartment.
So like Izzy is the reason I'm now really into weed.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
Where Izzy was a stoner before I met her, I was not. I'd smoked a few times with you, a few times with our buddy Taylor, but like basically that's it. I was not a stoner, and she was an everyday smoker,
which is wild to me.
Yes. But like literally probably first interaction was music and then weed and then like smoking out an open window.
Which is a great hangout.
Great way to understand somebody. Not even know them, but like understand
well, also it's just
them.
like good. You just kind of connect subconsciously too because you both are high.
It's just an understanding of attachment.
Yeah, it's fun.
But there was one girl that I didn't even sleep with, just like kind of like really fucked around with like everything but sex, you know, like one of those circumstances when you're like a teenager. And I remember we were
29-year-old.
Right, yeah. But like I think I was literally like 18 or 17 at the time. It was there was an interaction with her where I was like, "What kind of music are you into?" And she's like, "Oh, you know, like I love Queen." I'm like, "Yeah, Freddie Mercury's the best." And she's like, "Who?"
Oh, Jesus.
Like, oh, that's okay. Like he's the lead singer, you know, like and like gave a little bit of the history because I always learned that. And she's like, "Yeah, you know, I'm also really into like blah blah blah." And she's like, and like. You know, I really love Nirvana.
Yeah, that's a Nirvana girl, dude. God, that makes me throw up.
A girl listed Nirvana as her favorite band, and that will forever stick with me.
That makes me think of a story of my ex.
Which one?
The one I did for 3 months.
Oh, where you were literally wearing a Nirvana t-shirt.
I was wearing a Nirvana t-shirt, and we were officially dating at this point. So at this point, I'm locked in.
I'd met her at this point.
Yeah, at this point, I'm locked in.
I thoroughly enjoyed her at this point.
So I was wearing a Nirvana t-shirt, and the Nirvana t-shirt had, you know, Dave, Kurt, and Chris on the front, you know, just posing.
What's
Pat?
Pat, Pat Schmear. That's his
but
name,
he was barely in it, you know.
Near the end, yeah.
But
I met him.
So it was the three of them on the shirt, you know, and we were cuddling, laying on my bed. I was living with my buddy Jane at the time, cuddling, laying on my bed. I'm laying on my back, and she's like cuddling like onto my chest, and I'm wearing the Nirvana shirt, and she like. It was kind of quiet. We're listening to a record. I think we're listening to like Beach House.
Well, not only Nirvana, but you had been open about like Foo Fighters is your favorite band. And Foo Fighters famously was...
Yeah, Dave Grohl.
Yes. So, which we all...
Dave Grohl's
if you didn't know, Dave Grohl is the lead singer of Foo Fighters and was famously the drummer of Nirvana.
Yes. So... She knows that these are like Nirvana and Foo Fighters are my favorite bands. I haven't tattooed on my body. She knows this at this point.
Right. You do have both. Yeah.
So like we're laying there. It's kind of quiet. We're listening to, I think, Beach House on vinyl. Because that's that's a great vinyl, especially when you're cuddling. So out of the blue, it's kind of quiet. She like points at my shirt and she goes, "Oh my God, it's Dave Grohl."
Who does she point at?
She points at Kurt Cobain.
Because it's a Nirvana t-shirt.
It's a Nirvana t-shirt. And I like kind of like, because I don't look, I go, "Yeah, it is." And then I look down and she like still has it. And I'm like, "That's not Dave." And she goes, "Yeah, I know Dave's in Foo Fighters." And I go, "Wait, what?"
She took such a step, but didn't realize it was with the wrong foot.
Yeah.
And
just tripped over it.
Yeah, that she was stepping technically into the right scenario with the wrong foot,
yes.
but no.
So then I go, "Oh no, that's not Dave." And she goes, "Yeah, I know, I was making a joke. Dave's in," and I go, "Nope, that's Dave." And she goes, "Wait, what?"
Because it's not even like it was a photo of Scream. Or like anything like that.
No, it was like...
Or even Tenacious D, where it was like, "Ha, that's Dave Grohl." Like, no, it was a band famously with Dave Grohl.
And I go, "No, that's Dave." And she goes, "What?" And I go, "No, yeah, that's Dave Grohl." And she goes, "No, Dave Grohl's in Foo Fighters." And I go, "No, Dave Grohl's the drummer of Nirvana." And she goes, "What?" Like, it was like, and like, I'm like, at this point, you know, arm around her, using my other arm, and we're pointing at my chest because it's on my shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what did I get myself? Like, how do I get myself into these music scenarios with women where I'm like, God damn it?
Well, because like that's one, it's not a deal breaker, but it's like a, God damn, and you don't even understand.
She tried so hard to like kind of make a joke.
Yeah.
And it would have been funny if it was like, say I was wearing like an Aerosmith shirt and she was like, "Oh, that's Dave Grohl." And I was like, "Oh, no, it's not, but close."
Right. Or like, "I love the Eagles." Like, ha. Get it?
Yeah.
But no, you were so close to right.
One person
but
off.
so incredibly wrong.
Yeah, it's so incredibly wrong. It makes me, this is embarrassing. Like, man, I'll never forget
I
that.
love that.
Dude, it's just like, Jesus Christ.
Well, no, because I remember.
Also, most people should know that. It's kind of a.
Well, I remember that story got brought up by a girl who was very jealous of that relationship. She was like, and she came up to me and she's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "That's Dave Grohl." "Who's that?" "Kurt Cobain." I'm like, glad you know it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, that came up at a party that I was at you with, who is somebody who is jealous of that and had heard that story.
What?
There's one person who fits that scenario.
I don't know
Okay.
who that is. But now I'm like, someone's interested in me?
All right.
What the heck?
Well, besides
Now I'm
that,
intrigued. And
I'm
I
gonna say-
kind of want to do Legos.
I hope you're intrigued in the Moist Monday podcast
And Jacob's drunk as
for 100th episode.
This is 100, a little bit long episode.
Fucking insane.
Cheers.
Special shout out to Taylor and the girls who don't know music. We love you all.
We'll sleep with you anyway.
I love
Just
you,
once.
bud.
Love you too. Thanks for keeping it moist, everybody. Thanks for being a part of the Moist Monday podcast. My drink is empty, so I can't even drink it.
I had a sip
Oh,
of just whiskey sour.
Just
Is
a little.
it sour? Yep.
Just a little droplet.
right.
Happy freaking Moist Monday. Make sure you send us an email, Moist Monday Podcast.
Send us congratulation emails.
Yes, please.
At moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com.
Make sure you find us on TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Moist Monday Podcast.
Yep,
we
all that good
freaking
stuff.
appreciate it.
Rate us 5 stars on Spotify or whatever apps offer that at Moist Monday Podcast. Please do. It's our 100th episode.
Go to YouTube,
If you're
subscribe.
listening to this
If you made it this
and
far,
you've enjoyed this, you owe us at this point.
yeah, because now.
No, I am no longer a grower. I am purely a shower for this podcast. If you're in it, you are enjoying it. I'm not,
Well, now that we're at triple digits, now I think we're going to start getting new people.
because they're like, well, how many podcasts? It must be good. And
Must
they
be good
listen
if
to
they have this many. And they're like, Jesus Christ.
No, we promise that the majority of all episodes are us just telling dumb personal stories that we hope
it's
you can
mostly
connect to.
dick jokes.
It's
a lot of
it's a
dick.
solid number.
It's a lot of, like, I was talking to a friend recently, and she was like listening to the podcast
At work.
at work, like on her
And
speakers.
she's like, you guys just keep talking about jacking
And
off,
she's like,
huh?
like we started talking to jacking off, and she's like, I don't know if I should be listening to this.
well,
like she's like, I don't know if I should be hearing this.
And I'm not sure if you should either. I'm glad you enjoy it though,
I'm
or
glad-
if you do.
Well, also, I'm blown away that you are listening
Yeah.
to it, but also maybe I should. Nah, I'm just gonna keep being me.
So we will constantly and hopefully not forever joke about our small number of listeners, but we are very aware of the group that does follow us, and we were so happy.
you guys
with
are
all
awesome.
Of you. No, we have experienced you.
we got
through-
people wearing Jacob's crotch on.
which is fucking ridiculous. We have experienced you through multiple outlooks,
Thicks and
and we
thins.
have enjoyed you every time.
Yep, freaking happy 100, happy triple dig.
It is as
What a
much as your
milestone.
celebration as ours.
Yeah,
We hope.
things are getting weird at the end, but that's how things go. You know, it's always like that post-sex feeling where you go, "All right, I guess go home now."
You got any?
Yeah,
you
so-
got any siblings?
That's usually after post-sex.
Oh, that was my favorite thing post sex, is learning about other people's lives.
Oh, the pillow talk.
yeah.
I always.
No, that is the one thing.
yeah,
all right, well,
that's nice.
I would say I was technically a sex addict, but what I was addicted to is other people's, like,
Stories.
literally, like, their
I
mindset.
meant like the post-sex awkwardness where you're like,
That's what I loved about post sex, is that it wasn't
No,
awkward,
I
because
love the
I
yeah.
stared in your butthole and it did not blink. So we are now one and
for
I
me it's always
understand
like
you.
for me it's always like let's shut off the lights and not talk. And what are we listening to? Oh, it's Dave Grohl and what band?
Nirvana.
Queen. Oh, Foo Fighters. Oh, Nirvana. We get it.
But
we
thank
figured it
you
out.
for joining us this entire way.
Love
We
all of
appreciate you more
Yes.
than I can explain.
Thank you to everybody out
I
there.
love you all. Whether this is your first or last episode,
Might be people's last.
it is ridiculous that you listen to any of this.
Your mom's probably listening to this one.
Probably. She just learned I lost my virginity. All right. So cheers to all of you.
Yes,
and
cheers.
Robert, I fucking love you, man.
Love you, dude.
You're my best friend. You're my best man. I'm so happy to have experienced these 100 episodes with you. Fucking cry, you little bitch.
I'm not gonna cry in this episode. I'm gonna cry at your wedding. Cheers, everybody.
I love you.
Love you too.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.